Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Thursday. So glad you're with us tonight. This is really a cool show. We've got a Thursday that you'll not want to miss. This is going to be a really exciting day if you want a fabulous diamond, a huge purple Cuprian that is going to be our purple Pariba, incredibly priced. Or we can get you a new style of bangle. There's only two available, but you know, for everybody who's been always asking, do you have anything in a smaller size? Maybe you have a really teeny tiny wrist. You're looking for a 6, 6.5. We've got you covered in a link style in a bracelet tonight. Very excited about that. That's something that reminisces, kind of brings back the vibe of the Lauren's Links collection, but in a bracelet form that is not going to be too expensive. We've got also a blue Zircon. This is a blue Zircon. It looks like a Potaeva all day. So very excited about that one. Couple big Tanzanites, mostly in pendants and earrings though. Got a great pair of earrings for you. It's going to be a really large size of stud, so a little more of a button style, big presence on the ear, lovely look. Of course, it's going to go with all of your bluing black Ds that you might already have and are enjoying. And then there is also a fabulous couple of markdowns in wheels. So we'll see some beautiful white diamonds. I brought out our biggest blue sapphire. It's in a bow design if you've never seen it. Total couture level piece. We've also got one color change sphene. It's kind of like a one of everything show. We've got a little bit of everything variety wise, which is always good. And if you've been loving the satin finish in the gold, we've been seeing some great satin finishing of late. If you've been loving the satin finish pieces with the diamonds burnished in, we've got a new style. It's like one a day. And this is going to be a really cool look because it's got some bigger diamonds, okay? So almost a medallion piece, but with a chain. So instead of being all one necklace, it's going to have a more necklace chain feel, and very excited about that. So stay with us if you love what's new and fresh and hot in jewelry. I think you're going to really like that diamond piece. So that's a little bit. We have a lot of surprises around every corner throughout the 3 hours. Also want to let you know that there is one pink diamond. I know we've been seeing some luxury pink diamonds of late. Had a quarter carat the other day, then brought out the two radiant cuts together in a bypass last night. Today I'm going to show you a 15-pointer in a pear shape, very affordable, and wait till you see the color on this pink diamond. So we're actually gonna get started. Speaking of pink, we got a pink sapphire to show you right here, right now. Take a look at this. This is gonna be a good one and a great value headed your way on a major piece. 1123530, pendant, chain, everything. And we got a lot of those discounts today, so get ready. We'll see pieces you've seen at a newly marked down price because we're giving them a last chance on the air. And then we have some fabulous pieces, well, a little bit of brand new as well, so that you don't mind if I bring down the brand new as well. Mark those down too. That's what we got going on. So this one is our 48-point pink Ceylon sapphire, and it's going to be in a little bit of what feels vintage in its styling here. 48 points. We did all 18 karat gold here. Talk about a huge upgrade. Even the chain, which is 18 inches and 18 karat gold, and a box link necklace for you. But then you also have the 20 points in diamonds. They're going to be side to side, down the middle, bigger stones, smaller stones, and then that scroll work in mill grain. That is what gives it a little bit of that vintage vibe. And of course, we only have one. That's pretty much the case with everything, except I have one exception tonight. One item out of 3 hours that is going to be something I have a little bit of quantity on, but everything else you see, so pretty much everything, is going to be a one only. So it is also a reminder to jump in early when you see some you love, because I don't want you to miss out. But here we are with the 18 karat gold with the 48 point stone and 20 points in diamonds. Let me show you from a distance. And actually there is, you can see here through the sides, there's actually one section that's got a larger area for your bail, so to speak. But if you wanted to use, maybe at a thinner chain, if you wanted to use those other directions, you could. And that way you can even go north to south, east to west. Here it is on the hand. Speaking of north to south, that's how I have it here. But of course you could use that different kind of cutouts and designer pieces on the side if you wanted to. You could wear that east to west if you'd like. So depending on the chain you're using. Now this one is adjustable. So you're going to have a full 18-inch, but again, adjustable. Slide that little bead that you see off to the left there of the spring ring closure and slide it, and it's going to be available at a shorter length for you. Let's get you a length of the actual pendant, which is at 7/8 of an inch, but just to show you that visually, to see what that's all about, and also, you know, really just again, show you here, verify, there it is. That's a 7/8 of an inch, just under an inch in length, top to bottom. Then we'll show it to you on the neckline as well. This one is not going to last. We can guarantee that. much to be true, especially when you've got all that 18 karat gold. That is luxury all the time, always has been. But now more than ever, when gold is hanging out around $3,500 an ounce, it's awfully nice to see something in 18 karat gold and just still laciness, like lace done in metal with an everyday wearable style. As far as size, I don't think it's too big. And you've got that hot pink. Let's go back to the wheel. Take another close-up look at this one and get you on the lines ready to go, because it used to be a $33.99 piece. We're going to take that a lot lower for you here tonight. And this, again, one only. 18 karat gold, everything. And who needs an 18 karat gold luxury chain? Well, if you do, this is going to be well worth the price of admission here. And then the pendant is free, because the whole piece is under $3, it's under $2, it's under $15, and I'm going even lower than that. Let's blow it out. It's under $1,000 at $999 if you'd like to get that one for your collection. And a beautiful way to get pink in a luxury pink. It's that true pink, really. It doesn't have any purple to it. Sometimes when they get into more saturation, they can give you more purple. That's not the case. This is a real classic pink, but it's got a nice saturation at the same time. So that's going to be $999. We also have some really cool hoop earrings. And speaking of links, I mentioned the bangle that we have that works for a few of you. Well, I'll tell you what, we have a beautiful link style in a brand new turquoise ring that I'm very excited about. You know how that old adage goes, right? If your host could shop before you do, some of these items wouldn't even be here, but I can't. They set up that rule early. I can't shop before you get the chance to. So this means you're going to get first crack at this amazing turquoise that we have in a link style band. Look at that. That's the link. Look at that. There's our curved link again with diamonds on the side and a beautiful turquoise. That's going to be extremely affordable. One Panther piece. It's our Panther pendant, that draped version of Panther. Then we will get to those big stud earrings. And if you have any questions, as usual, if there's anything that you'd like to maybe scout out or see or check on availability from a previous show, a previous day, whatever it is, then please let us know what that could be for you so we can find it for you. If it's here, we can bring it out. Can't guarantee every piece is going to be here, but if it is, we bring it out gladly for you. And this is really exciting. So thank you so much. Well, that's lovely. That's so nice to hear that you're with us. And again, been looking forward to some jewelry shopping. Isn't it a nice way to kind of wrap up the day? Or if you're in, this is kind of a midpoint of my day, but wherever you're at in your day, it's nice to have a little 3-hour shopping party and respite together where we can really just enjoy the things we love, right? Get a little escape, enjoy some shopping. And hey, if something catches your eye and you can't live without it, my job is to make it a value you cannot refuse. And I think we've got that going on today as well. So thank you so much. All right, that one should be gone. And then let's make sure you see these hoops, because these are the coolest. I mean, really. Yesterday, it was last night about this time, I had a pink diamond hoop. That was exciting. We're not going to get much more rare than that. But this one, to me, is just really given high style, couture level, still classic. Like, it's not like a real classic lover is not going to be able to wear them, because sometimes if we get couture level, sometimes I'll tell you, that's the truth about couture, right? Is that as much as I know I love it, not everyone else is, right? So sometimes couture means getting real up there and out there as far as styling. Maybe that's not going to be as versatile for everybody, one and all. Some people enjoy that. I'm one of them. If you are somebody who's going, no, I like to keep it a little more classic, want to keep it a little more minimal, well, this is where, to me, it's still a classic wearable style and hoop, but it's giving you something different. It's not the basic you've seen before. It's not even the style we've done before. It's giving you something more interesting. Take a look at this, because it's got that almost pyramid studded style to it, where it's actually going, think of like hourglasses, and then it's actually, when I say pyramid style, instead of being completely rounded like a hoop typically is, it's got a little more interest in it, because what it's doing is giving a little bit of that notch outward from the profile. So that's really what makes it, I think, so exciting and so different and so luxury, is the way that is working around not only just the front and what you're seeing, but also around the back. So that's really from the side profile, you get to see some of those interesting shapes that makes it a little more unique than what you always see. So here we go. One fabulous opportunity on a hoop. It's going to be our 34 points in diamonds. They're in the yellow gold. And we're going to give you a 7852. So 34 points. I'm going to try one on for you as well, so you can see what that's all about. It's a really good look. Darren Lee in the yellow gold, that's going to be it. But you see that with the 34 points, we actually are giving you bigger diamonds. So 2, 4, 6, 8 per earring, 16 per pair. So you've got something really wearable. I do want to point out they are reversible. I love something that, especially in today's era of jewelry, nice where you can have one piece of jewelry you purchase that acts as two when it's in your wardrobe. And you see that here. That's what I'm talking about. That kind of styling where it goes out a little bit from the sides. You see that interest because a lot of people see our hoops from the profile, and then of course the diamonds from the front, and then the mirror finishing from the back. So what that means is you can easily reverse them if you want to. I will make sure, well, you guys want to see the measurement as well, 3/4 of an inch. It says up there, they've been here before. Let's just show you here quickly what they're going to look like with that 3/4 inch measurement. There they are. So you can see right there, and then I'll pop one on. Now they do have a really simple hinge at the bottom, so they're just going to open and close with a click. So they're nice and secure, and you will know because you'll hear that click once they're fastened and locked. So it's really easy. This is what they look like on, just to give you an idea of how beautiful and wearable they are. So something that you're going to, I think, enjoy for, you know, just again, it's a way to do every day, but upgrade it from the normal, upgrade it from the basic, upgrade it from what you typically just see everywhere else. But there you can see how it's just going to look like, really looks like that classic hoop from a distance away. Do like to point out that the post is lower than the diamonds. So you do have that way that you've got the diamonds covering the piercing itself, and it's going to be a fabulous, fabulous value. They are not going to be, and I love this because they're not even $1,000 for that gold. And again, reverse them, put them on backwards essentially if you want to have the mirror finished gold up front instead of diamonds. You got the two looks in one. Back to the wheel we'll go. They are not $9.99. They're not $8.99. We're going all out, super crazy low on everything. That's what we got to do, and this is our commitment to value. Heard from a lot of you yesterday, said, yeah, keep the values going. Keep the values where we want them. We love TVON. We love TVON for nearly 9 years for that reason. Nobody else is going to do that. Nobody else is going to bring values like we have historically, but certainly going forward, it's tough to do. So how about this one for $888 instead? And that is a mega value on just one pair of hoops. So it's going to be a quick one to go. And then if you like that pink sapphire necklace, it's $9.99. It's still available in that 18 karat solid gold. We do have a really fabulous turquoise. I'm going to bring that out next for you. That one's the one I flashed. That's going to be exciting. That's going to be here for you. We also do have a pink diamond, a 15-pointer. I mentioned it. We've got, some of you saw the 1/4 carat we had a couple days ago. Wasn't that exciting? We've got a 15-pointer, gets you a little bit more affordable. We've got a beautiful Panther piece with sapphires and nothing but sapphires. That's exciting as well. Some Counzites, a couple. And then, hey, Peter, I see you branded request here, and we've got it. So, Peter, let's take a look at a gentleman style of Imperial topaz. You know, I think, Peter, you could make that request just about anywhere you go and anywhere that sells really fine jewelry. And still, I don't think many can say, yes, I've got a gent's ring in an Imperial topaz. Oh, and wait, we're not going to give you average, regular, standard quality of this one source stone. We're going to bring you the highest quality, that pinky golden color. It is 112-1652. Let me know on those hoops because they're still available. We'll keep on moving. We're not waiting for pieces to sell because we're going to show you a lot of jewelry tonight. That is always the goal. But here's our 210. So 112-1652 is a 210 Oro Preto, but that's the difference maker, is that usually where they are more golden or kind of honey color, it's usually, there's a scale. Think of it like you would think of the spectrum of yellows. When you talk about a yellow colored gem, and this applies to the world of yellow diamonds, the world of yellow sapphires, I mean, really think of all the gemstones, even heliodors, and those are yellow beryls, even copper bearing, Cuprian zhonites, whatever it is in yellows, there is a scale, and they can be anywhere from the lighter, very faint, very pale color to more intense, more rich colors. That is always the case. Can't think of an occasion, even citrine, a basic quartz stone that has a golden color, can be a wide variety of different tones of that color. Well, in this case, Imperial is one of those that, first of all, let's just add, it doesn't receive any treatment, no heating whatsoever. So when you have an Imperial, even as it gets into a deeper yellow or a deeper golden, or it looks more like honey instead of more like sunshine, that's going to be more rare because this is not a stone that receives any type of treatment. But then there are those rare varieties, which we see very seldom, that have a pinky tone. And usually, if they have any pink whatsoever, it is the faint, most little bit of like a whisper of pink to go with the goldens. Then it ends up looking a little bit like a padbarasha. This is the complete rarest of all the Imperials. One source in the world. All natural, doesn't get treatment at all. And you look at this stone and you have pretty much, I mean, it's definitely leaning, I would say 80-20. 80% pink, 20% of the golden color. So you're still being able to tell it's not a pink sapphire, but look at the difference there. See that golden hue through the middle core? And then you see the pink on the external, like really again, kind of like as it gets out towards the border, you see more and more of that pink color. Well, this is our 210, 91 points. That's a big diamond weight for a gents ring. Usually we're a little more conservative on the gents diamond weights, but you see there, it dips down in the middle. This is called our concave setting. Concave triple pave, because it dips down, lets that stone rest right there in the middle so it's not sticking up too high. And then we see how the diamonds are set in a triple row of pave. Those are good sized diamonds too. And oh, the markdown. Just look at this. It started at $99.99. It went to $69.99. That was during sell it or melt it. You would have had a $700 savings, which sounds great, but you still realize that's still going to be $6,300? Still. I'm going to take it less than $63 or $6,000 or $5,000 or $4,000. And $39.99 is an all-out steal for a stone like this. And notice I said stone, not ring. The fact you're getting all that gold and all that diamond weighted almost a carat is important. But here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take an extra discount. We're going to go that extra mile for you today. It really is what we do. This has been here. I want to show you. This is how it's working on the inside. It's a fully finished under gallery. And you see that core of gold in there through the backside? That's where, again, the color originates as that golden color. And then it gets only pink when you have the really, really amazing material like you're seeing here. So that is extraordinary. And we're going to go a lot lower than even 39 or 35. So that's how it's finished. Let me try it on for you as well, so you can see how that's going to look from a distance away, keeping in mind that it's a little larger size than what I wear, certainly. But that's how it's going to look size-wise there. And what we're going to do is make sure that it goes, and in a hurry. It's not 35 or 34, not even $33.99. Back to the wheel we'll go. And here's, look at that glow. I mean, I love seeing the angles of it, because you can really see how there's that intense pink and then that more golden core through the middle. This is not 33. Oh, what a stone. And 210 in that Imperial, very rare. And we're going to do this right now, only $2,999, a remarkable value for any gents ring. And let's just say I'm glad that one was made about a year ago instead of in the last week or two, because obviously that would shift the gold alone, and gold didn't used to be a big deal. Now it is. So that would really, if you're making a bigger ring that's got, well, 15, 20 grams in gold, depending on your ring size, well, that's going to be significant, because you have that much more gold here, and of course that markdown in the price. So it really makes it a lot more affordable than it ever really should be. And $29.99 for one caller. Peter, thank you for the request. If you are looking for the more traditional, I don't think we currently have it. I'm always willing to, get back there and custom make something for you if what I do have in inventory doesn't work precisely for what you're looking for. But that is a very special opportunity to get a very important stone right there at $29.99, and it's first caller to say yes. So a really stunning value there. We do have some Mandarin garnet earrings, by the way. So Mandarin lovers, got something special for you to take advantage of today. And then, of course, we've got, let's see, I've got that pink diamond, but I'm going to get to that turquoise. We just had to fit that request in really quickly for you. And then again, Mandarin earrings will be coming up. That bracelet, and the only thing I got more than one of, that bracelet. Again, for my gals who want a smaller size bangle bracelet. I have it. I want to show you, and I don't mean teeny tiny. I don't mean like a 5-inch, like a baby bracelet, but I mean for somebody who needs a little bit smaller than a 7. Look what we're going to bring you tonight in white or yellow. That's all I have, more than one of right there, and it's white or yellow, one of each. That's it, and it's even 18 karat gold. So that's a little heads up preview for those of you that are always asking, well, it's great that you've got the average sizes and the large sizes, but what about for anybody who has a more petite wrist? If you'd like to be in that 6.5, or really truly like 6 3/4, 6.5, 6 1/4, this is going to be the bracelet that is best for you. So that one is going to be here as well. And isn't that great? New and chic and great link, but almost like a paper clip link as opposed to a curb. I'm going to show you right now what a curb link looks like. We'll show it here up close, because I know we've been anxious to get to this new one here, this new turquoise. And again, that's what I would have selected already for my own collection if I had the option. But this is for you to take advantage of first and foremost. And what a stunning, stunning stone this is, where it's got this amazing, and I know there's a little bit of polishing cloth stuck in that prong, and I've already tried to get that out, but we're going to leave that to the folks back there with all the tools, because there's a little bit of cloth stuck in those prongs. But here we are with our turquoise, and so this is going to be Sleeping Beauty variety, which is really being hyped right now as one of the hottest stones going. We know that. We know turquoise is popular all the time, but see, it's become so precious. It's become so limited and finite in the world, and Quite frankly, we've got people who have it that are holding on to it like they are with Potaevas. So you're seeing less and less of it available. Well, this is item number 8481. It's brand new right now, and it is not going to be here for long because we got a great discounted price for you if you like the Sleeping Beauty material, and I hope you do, because maybe the issue with turquoise is that you haven't seen the really, really good stuff. Here, we like to bring only the Sleeping Beauty. It's historically all we've had, which means generally if you pick the good material, matrix-free, none of that veining that you have to put up with other turquoise stones from other places on the planet. But this is a big stone. It's a really good size, 4 carat 91 in the oval. It's got the curb link, but we didn't leave it without diamonds. We added a few on the sides to kind of give it a little bit of a border, kind of a little hug of diamonds on each side, left and right or east to west. So you are getting that as well. Let's take a look at it. It's our 491. Diamond weight is 8 points. Then you've got the curb link on the sides. That looks fabulous, and it is. And it's a big size. I mean, this is a big stone, but then we kept that mounting fairly simple and straightforward, where you have your curve link here, 3 links on each side. Notice the bigger diamonds are going to be at that almost like a subtle chevron on the sides here. So it's pointing its way out to the curve link, bringing your attention both to the stone and to the design on the sides as well. We do only have the one, because remember, the only thing I've got more than one of is that bracelet today. And we're going to make this super affordable. Let's get ready. It's a beautiful ring. It's supposed to be $59.99. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and yet big stone. But the ring is really tailored. So it doesn't need to be that oversized piece that you're worried about, when am I ever gonna wear that? You wear it all the time. Turquoise goes with everything. It's always appropriate. It feels especially apropos in the hot, warmer months of summertime, maybe when the colors are getting a little brighter or the florals are coming out in the wardrobe, or maybe you still are a neutral girl. You like to be in your neutrals and your ivories and your winter whites and your grays, but you wanna pop a color. It doesn't mean you can't accessorize. Don't be afraid of color. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid of color. Color, especially in gems, great way to do it. And we're going to make this better than even half of that price. Not even $3,000 or $29.99. You do want to dial in. We only have the one. Obviously, things are starting to go from earlier in the show as well, like the earrings and the pink sapphire and that fabulous gents Imperial. But here we are, better than even $19.99. Ready to go. This is your value. It's that big turquoise. It's actually the only new turquoise I have of the entire collection right now. Then we'll bring out those big Tanzanite earrings for you, but this is the one that you need to take advantage of. And what if I go even less than $1,500, $14.99 perhaps, or even better? First caller gets it. It's not $1,400, not $1,399. Come on in. This is the time to be shopping these giveaways and these values. I'll make it only $1,299. And that's it, $12.99, all solid gold, stays in the yellow gold. We can bring out that big pink diamond and let us know what request you have. Peter already got his request in. Now we're ready for yours. We're ready for whatever it is that you're looking for, whatever you name a size, you name a price range, you name a style, you name a stone, whatever it is, and more specifics the better, so we can really find what it is that you're looking for and bring you that value. And you know, we love to really crank up the discounts on those request items to make sure that I don't want it to be about the price, right? I want you to be able to say, I love that price. I'm going to take advantage. We have a sphene, a couple of Counzites that actually could be a matching set for you, a new pink Zircon. And have you guys seen this bow ring? Because I know it's been here several times. And to be honest, we cannot bring ourselves to melt it. We just cannot. I cannot stand the thought of melting this ring. It's too pretty. It's really, I know, again, it's a little more couture level, so this is not going to be for everybody. Maybe not your everyday style, but what a piece of really art, workmanship, artwork. Look at that. It's a sapphire. It's not a Tanzanite. It's a beautiful, bright as can be, blue sapphire, total cornflower blue. It's actually listed as such. It's that heart shape, and it's over 4 carats. So if that doesn't give you an idea as to how big the mounting is, because obviously that's a big mounting. You're probably thinking, oh, look, it's a nice 2, maybe 3, maybe 408 is the carat weight there on 4742. So if you want something very high level, beautifully done, where it's going to extend across the fingers a little bit, but not be a double finger ring. Those can be really challenging to wear. I own a lot of them because I like that style, but let me tell you, they're not practical to wear every day. This is going to be all set up over the hand, so it's very, very wearable despite its east to west wingspan here. It's a 408 true Ceylon cornflower blue. It's got a carat 58 in diamonds, including some bigger stones through the middle. These are extended up higher, so you see the pear shapes and the white diamonds and the marquise. So all these different exotic shapes you have in bigger sizes that kind of float around the heart shape, and then it's more ribbon-like. It's like a ribbon-like design making a bow, and then that continues through that. Very well done. Very cool split shank in the band, which you can see is like waves of gold. That's all 18 karat, of course. There is a markdown. I said before we melt it, I kind of put a stop to it and said, I can't stand the thought of it. I know there's a lot of gold in that ring. I know that's one of those that you want to, if you're going to melt anything, you want to melt one of the higher end pieces, not one of the lower. Give us a lot of gold to work with in the future to try and make new pieces affordable for you. But hey, this is one that I said that stone is a rarity. And if you ask me, to get a 4 karat any sapphire, but to get cornflower blue, to get a heart shape, all those exotics in one, it really is something that I believe those are the types of pieces that deserve a specialty mounting as well. They deserve something important. They deserve something extra. We have certainly given that here on this ring, and it used to be, it was over $37,000 at one point. Then it came down to 20, then it came down to 15. We know a lot of you love it, but obviously a little bit higher end being the largest sapphire we have in inventory. And then of course, it came down again and again and again, and now it's ready to go. And it is really the prize for anybody's gem collection, for anybody's jewelry collection, something different and unique and special and all the things. I want to try it on. If you've never seen this style before, definitely one to take a look at here. And with all the new shoppers and new viewers, look at that. Not something we see all the time. And you see what I mean by it's probably going to extend a little bit over, or kind of like, again, a canopy over the side fingers, but nothing that actually gets in the way because it is all set over or on top, elevated. So you're not having any trouble putting your fingers together or wearing it like you would any of the basic rings out there. But it's not 15 or 14 or 13 or 12 or 11. You showed up looking for great jewelry, wanting something unique and special, and this is definitely it. And it's not 11. And it's not $10,999. It is somehow, some way, and this is our electrified, perfectly cut, amazing cornflower blue, heart shape. So much meaning, I think, built into one ring. And it's $99.99 to get that ring home. And nobody in this world, and I mean, we're coming fresh off a wholesale show. It's not every time we can say that. There are wholesale shows throughout the year. But having been at the wholesale trade show that features jewelry just like this over really within just the last 10 days, well, consider this. That's a stone that trades on its own, loose. If you were to find that stone on display, let's say it's just in a plastic box, right? It's one of those loose stones that we love to see. Well, you find a stone like that in a 4 karat size, cornflower blue, heart-shaped cut, all those fancy exotic elements, that's not going to be an inexpensive stone, and it's going to go for more than $10,000 just for that collectible itself. So to be able to get it with all this diamond weighted at carat 58, to get it in all that 18 karat solid gold, that is a striking value. And I get it. We're not talking about one of our more affordable items, but the way that's been marked down, a $37,000 piece that you've got now for under 10, that's why I wanted to bring it out and show it to you. So we will have some Mandarin garnet earrings coming up. I want to do those because it was just last night. Did you guys see those beautiful blue zircons that we had in the trillions? Well, they were quick to go, but I do have a Mandarin garnet selection for you. And look at this. This is one of those previews. That could be the most exotic zircon we've seen yet. A pinky stone in the round that's nearly 9 carats. It's even got pink diamonds down the sides. Sphene is here in the round. Don't forget about that turquoise. Or this is just something to think about for our true collectors out there that want something totally unique, looks custom every step of the way. And what we're going to do. So Mandarin garnets are one of the most expensive stones in the world right now. And that's probably not going to change. That will continue because, well, they're all mined out. There's no new source found, and look what we did. I took 2 gorgeous pairs, 2 pear shapes that are just on fire. Look at that. Intense orange, yes, but then you're also getting that element of, it's like look at that, the pear shape, and I'm gonna come in because we just had a colossal ring. But when you look at this, there's an intensity to those pear shapes where, yes, there's that bright, beautiful neon orange throughout the body of the stone, but as it really intensifies towards the tip of the pear, there you see it, how it gets even to like this other level of bright orange. Not really red, it's a brighter, more distinctive orange color. They're extremely powerful. What we've done is I always think that there's a lot to be said for a classic stud earring with a prong setting, and it's lovely, and it's really how most earrings are done. But what an exceptional luxury and an upgrade to have the Mel bezel set wrapped in gold. 8583 is the item number, and they are brand new right now. They're in the yellow gold only. You're getting a carat 08. It's very specific. Carat 08, because why not? That's how we roll. Two great stones, over a half carat each, with that fabulous bezel. It makes the stone look bigger. We know that about bezels in general. It's not just for diamonds, it's also with other stones as well, like this Mandarin garnet. But here's another style. It's pretty versatile as far as the overall size. It can be worn as a primary piercing earring, or if you have more than one piercing going up your ear, this is also, I think, a candidate where it could actually move up. Now, it's a center post butterfly backing. So you can wear them side to side, east to west, north to south, however you want to do, or at a diagonal. But they're very designer. You see that beautiful yellow gold mirror finishing. Here's what I want to do. I know it's early on a Thursday night here. We're just getting started. We've only got, again, well, we've got 2.5 hours left. So really it's only a 3-hour show. So a half hour is a big chunk of time that have just left us and gone on by that we're not getting back. So now I really want to make sure we can make even really exotic, beautiful, and again, brand new earrings really affordable for you. They're a fantastic value. These are Mandarin garnets. They're that really high upper echelon of garnet where there are dozens of different garnets. We can sit here and name them and name them and name them for minutes gone by. But this is one of the more exotics, given that it was only discovered in 1991. It's already mined out in its couple of sources ever that it had. It's kind of following that path that we see for Potaevas, where also 3 sources also discovered around the same time frame, even though Potaevas have been around a little longer, because Potaevas are discovered in 89, the Mandarins were discovered in 1991. So this is a little younger gem, didn't have as much of a lifespan as even the Potaevas did. But with all that said, we are bringing you a value that actually, I love this value at $18.88, but I'm going to do better. We're going to start an auction, and I'm going to start at absolutely nothing. Zero, nothing. It's going to be $100 increments instead of $500 increments. That way, we also keep it affordable for you, and you get to decide your own price. But this is that stone that's extremely, extremely rare. And because it's already mined out, gone completely from the couple of sources we ever had, this is where there's so little of it out there. Anybody who has it is basically, they're hoarding it, they're keeping it, they're holding on to it, they're monopolizing a bit so that the value continues to soar and extend upwards. So now we've got a zero to start, and it's up to you to pick up the phone and dial in if you want to own them, and $100 could do it. You never know. So here we are, and that's going to be a 60-second clock to get it started. Welcome into Thursday. We are going to do probably a few of these opportunities where you've got a chance to pick up something you would never see otherwise at a value like this, and we're going to let you go ahead and price them on your own. So our 1888 has nothing to do with anything right now except as a guideline for what they should be going for and what they are worth when you've got all that fabulous gold. Here's what they look like from a distance away. Of course, you can wear them at a diagonal, top to bottom, side to side. I'm going to pop one on the ear for you as well. This is a stud earring, but you make it so much better by offering and adding the gold. We have no open. Well, I tried. It's definitely a big moment here for our Mandarin garnet lovers. That's what it looks like on the ear. So you can see, imagine if you wanted to scoot those up a little bit further up the ear. Again, wear them at a different angle, whatever you want to do. But, oh, really? Jason, who do you have there? We did get the open. We do have $100. And we have, oh, Kirsten's just ready to go ahead and just steal earrings from me. I love it. Kirsten's ready. She's got $100. Nobody else. Back to the wheel we'll go so you can see the up close. Kirsten, thank you. We got $100 going one time. And just for the record, jewelry's not exactly $100 right now. I don't care what kind of jewelry it is. $200 we do have. Thank you. We have 2 bidders and we have $200 now. Thank you so much. Well, it's good to know we have at least 2 callers out there and 2 shoppers. Yes, $300 we have. Thank you so much. $300. Aren't they bright and beautiful? It's a rare stone. It's a collectible stone. This is not like any other orange stone even. Even orange diamonds don't give the kind of color and neon that mandarins do. So I think that's something to appreciate and love. Do we have 400? Who do you have there at 400 over there, Tim? You got it. So he's going to verify who's at 400. We've got one person and one person thinking about it. Will. Oh no, we're out. She's out. Well, she got it started. We appreciate that. You can't finish an auction until you get it started. So we appreciate that we got it started. And we have a 400. Well, this is very, very, very peculiar. And, well, here we are. Now, at this point, we have one bidder left, by the way, and I don't know who that is yet, but we're at $400. One bidder left. All of our other bidders so far, they have now bowed out. So one bidder remaining, $400 on the auction. I don't know what I can say that you don't already know. I think everybody is well versed right now on what's happening in today's gold environment. And this is not the basic stud. A basic stud is a little basket. It's tinny, it's open, it's lightweight. It kind of has those prongs that hold it up, and it's kind of like floating there among some gold. It's a little different when you're getting into this kind of style where you've got a huge bezel setting. There's more gold, there's more luxury to that. And obviously the reason for doing that is the stones deserved it. They did not, again, they warranted a little more than just a basic little prong edge, right? We wanted to really amplify them, bring them up in value, give them some exclusive and some really, high-end setting as well. So that's really what I love about these is we've gone all out for you, but there's absolutely no indication of that being the setting it is at the price tag we're at. So who do you have? Did you figure it out, Tim? Sharon. Hi, Sharon. Well, thank you so much for bidding. I'll tell you what, we're going to have to give this a 2-minute clock. Now, this is also, I think, very foreboding because we have 2.5 hours of jewelry left. And I don't even think I've got, to be honest, I'm just being straightforward looking at what I have here. I don't believe I have anything that is 1888 in this entire show. Of course, these are not 1888 now. Everything's more because it's just, again, we got high-end jewelry. What can I say? But 1888 is a really reasonable price. That's one of our more affordable items we will certainly see in the show. And now it's totally changed. Now you're not paying 1888. We're at $400 only. $400. And you are more than welcome to jump in. As a matter of fact, you really have to if you want the earrings because they'll never be seen again. And they're right now on the air for $400 with a final 2-minute clock coming up. All you have to do is dial in if you want to be in. And it's, a little bit concerning because we could go through our entire inventory. Let's be real kind of just forthright here. I don't have anything for $500 or $400 or 3 or 2 or 1. In our entire inventory. So the fact that right now, by virtue of, hey, it's a Thursday night, I can't sell anything to people who aren't here. So it's early. That's why this auction is really going to be to your big advantage here. It's the timing of it. And the fact we only have $400 so far, I think tells you what you need to know. You've got a huge advantage to steal a piece of jewelry, even at our next minimum bid, which is $500. So I'm going to give it 2 minutes. We're going to see him out the door here. All you do is dial in. Even if you've never shopped here before, you can dial in right now and get in on this auction and do that quickly because we are in last call. It's 2 minutes until they're gone. And what can I say? $400. I don't have an item in this inventory that's that price. So this is really exciting and very, very unusual. And take it for what it is, an important moment where it's probably just the luck and the timing of it all. Sometimes in life, you are in the right place at the right time. And that is right now, if you at all consider yourself a garnet lover, a Mandarin lover, if you want to just step outside the box and try something a little bit more unique than what you may already have. It's tough to get that kind of color in any natural gemstone out there. And we have 400 and we've got a final minute 15 remaining. Plenty of time to get you in, but you do have to be dialing in a hurry. Please do, because this is simply, well, in a minute and change, they're gone. And there's nothing I can do. We can't extend that opportunity. We can't bring them back. They're here. They're one. This is fabulous. And they're only in yellow gold. And they're going to come with their butterfly backings. And they've got that beautiful bezel. I do admire, so, you can do bezels in many ways. You can do a very, very thin little border, or you can go a little bit heavier and wider like we did here. Yes. Again, sure. I did that earlier, but you know what? I assume they missed it, so let me just hold one up to the ear again for you, because that may be the issue for anybody else who's also going, well, I don't know, they're probably teeny tiny, microscopic. No, they are not. Take a look at that from a distance away, and of course, the bezel setting makes them so much more important here as well. The fact is you have that bezel set around it, that post and butterfly backing you see there. You can wear them north to south, east to west, or even at a diagonal if you want to. You see the gleam off that mirror finishing of your bezel as well. And we have a 4. I still can't believe it. Not a good sign for what's to come here tonight, because that is serious. That's a serious value. And hey, it's going to be something I'll have to follow suit on. So there they are up close one more time from a distance. And here they are again as we look at our last call. And we have $400 going once. Wow. Never seen anything like it. Sharon, well done. Anybody else? Nobody else. All right, 400 once, twice, 3 times. That would be gone. Congratulations and well done there. Thank you, thank you. All right, so next up, what a value. Couldn't make them for that price. I do have bigger earrings, but they're Tanzanites and they look like this. So that's one earring. If you are already thinking about some big Tanzanites and that's going to be the completer to the collection, we've got them for you here today. Now there's also a sphene in the round. Look at that. Now that's awfully nice because sometimes with the sphenes, and I tell you all the time, sometimes they're a little bit darker, and we tend to now look for those stones that are a little bit open in their color, a little bit brighter in their greens, and that's certainly what you have here with this color change sphene. So it's our big round. Welcome into Thursday night, everybody. Glad you're with us. We do have a purple Potaeva. I will preview. It's our last one. There are actually two tonight, but there's going to be one that's more on the rubellite edge, and then another that's going to be a little bit more of that true purple. So we've got two of those rarities coming up, and that'll be our last call on those. Then we also have the pink diamond coming up, but right now, just got to take a little moment and talk about the phenomenal stone that is sphene. 1128441 is here, and it's a carat 84 in the round. Almost a 2-carat stone in a sphene. Outstanding color. It's also, we need to mention the clarity because a lot of times they're going to be a deeper, darker color because they have more inclusions that would impede that fabulous dispersion you're seeing. This is our 184. It does have 28 points in diamonds, so we kept the diamonds along the outside, let it kind of create that S-curve through the middle, like the little road that joins in with the sphene and kind of takes you to the right destination, and the destination is phenomena. So we're excited to bring this to you. It's a one only in the yellow gold, or change it if you'd like to, if you'd rather have the white or the rose. It's going to be a stone that looks great no matter what, but this is a fantastic buy. And we've got the open work. It reminds me, if you're a big fan of our raindrop ring, which has now been discontinued, well, in the sense that if I brought it back, it'd be $4,500. So it's something we used to sell for like $9.99. And, you know, if we brought it back, that's why we're doing new. So again, the pieces you know and love, hopefully you have and are enjoying. And you might remember that raindrop ring. If you're already liking that style where there's an open work that gives you the kind of bordered, wider band style, this is very much in that same vein. So I think if you like the raindrop ring, you're going to like this one as well. It's just the raindrop ring just gives us diamonds throughout. This gives you that beautiful sphene there. So gives you a little centerpiece to really pay attention to. Come on over and take a look at it with me, and I'll try it on for you as well. But there's always going to be a need to get on the phone lines here early on pieces like this because those sphenes don't stick around, and that one is going to be on its way. A $59.99 piece, continuing the discounts. I like to make my own pricing up here to kind of fit what I've been doing for 25 years and still bring you and continue to bring you values that you love, that you understand, that you can see, that you can really enjoy, to feel like I still can get the luxury that fine jewelry is today, and it's more luxury now than it's ever been before. That's the truth. So here it is again up close. We're going to bring it down below $59, $49, $39. I got one, and that's going to be the case throughout the show, with the exception being that bracelet that I have two of. And that's, yeah, that's really why you want to dial in early. Oh, never mind. I do have that necklace. The necklace we're going to debut with the medallion style. So I've got a couple of those, but that's it. So all one onlys. Let's make it better than $29.99. First caller on the round. And there's some magic to getting the round. That's a nice little additional extra to get that specialty cutting. You see bright oranges, yellows, greens, reds, and blues coming through. It's really impressive. And it is not 39. It's not even 29. Got a blowout for you on one of our bigger ones here, almost 2 carats in the size. That's remarkable to see. And we'll make it only $24.99. First caller, $24.99 on a round sphene, almost 2 carats in size. And that is, of course, when we say phenomena, color change, it goes from green to red. So something you definitely want to see in person to check out. Impossible to show it to you here, but definitely if you see that in person, it really is. For all the dispersion it gives, there's a lot of amazement happening right now just in any light, but the fact that you can witness this change color throughout is really also very important. So, you know, again, something you'll experience when you wear that and get to enjoy that at home as you wear it through daily life and see that change. But it really is, it's a magnificent stone, and it's $24.99 only. And those sphenes don't stick around because that is one of those collectibles that is really unique to us. There's a lot of great jewelry out there, and if price is no object, there's a lot of beautiful ways to enjoy fabulous fine jewelry. Let's be honest, there's a lot of great places to shop for jewelry, but the big difference difference maker is who's going to bring you high level exotics like this and who is going to bring you value. And that's one of those collectibles that you just don't see anywhere else. And we're so proud to bring it to you. There's the Panther piece. Let's bring it out next. A pendant. This is so extraordinary, and I'm so excited because this is that, you know, designer style. When I brought out a bracelet the other day, one of my more couture level shoppers, she just messaged me on the spot and said, "You know how much that bracelet costs at blankety blank, you know, red box store?" And I'm going, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I happen to know exactly what it costs. And going up, by the way. Have you heard? A lot of prices increasing elsewhere. Well, take a look at this. This is another style that was going to take you reminiscing to a very high-end couture level French designer. Here's 1126018. And that is, this is one of our best as far as detail. There have been designs like this that have been, of course, iconic in not only just jewelry, but also in pop culture. This is 52 points in all sapphires. We said, let's forego the diamonds on one of these styles and let's bring you this drape and this veil and this great texture, because they did such a good job of doing mirror finishing for the outside, but then they actually carve away. And not only that, but they carve away with a texture to make the look of spots, the appearance of fur. And that really is so realistic and so very, very high end as far as labor. And 18 karat gold, 52 points in the sapphires. As far as your length, it's going to be 1.5 inches from top to bottom. So I'll show you that, and then we'll wear it for a moment so you can see how that's going to look when you put it on your chain. This one, you're going to supply your own chain, whatever your yellow gold chain is in your collection you like to use. There's your 1.5 inch drop. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the neckline as well, so you can really see what that's going to be for size reference there. And it is just one amazing, amazing look. So that drape style, whether you want to wear it longer or shorter on the neckline or on top of fabric, it's totally up to you to do. But here's what it looks like up close as well, because we like to see those details, and that's what I'm talking about. So I know this is not, I don't want to grab it by the piece itself. I'm going to try to hold it by the bail, but it's going to move a little bit. So bear with me. I'll give you the best look I can. But that is what we see there, that texture, that detail. You see all those spots that are done so well. So it still is a mix of mirror finishing and texture, plus you have the really detailed facial features, and we have got a $69.99 piece coming down. Yellow gold only. That's how it stays. Maybe that's going to be the way you do a nod to a birthstone with the sapphires. Whatever it is, you get to decide, but this one's got to go, and so we'll make it better than $2,000, and a lot of gold in this one. And we've already got a couple people on the phone lines, no doubt going to be fights over this, especially the idea that it's under $2,000. It's not $19, it's not $18, it's not $17.99. This would be the giveaway section of the show. It's $17.77 for one caller, and we're going old, never probably going to go back to those gold prices again, and that's where you have the chance right here. So a fabulous piece in a designer style that, trust me, is going to get compliments. And not everybody's got the confidence to pull it off either. I get that a lot from people. They always say, "Oh, I love that fill in the blank," and they go, I would never wear it, but I love it on you." You know, and I think that's such a supreme compliment, because, you know, again, it takes a certain confidence as a woman, and as women, we cannot be, you know, afraid to stand out. We have to be, you know, be our powerful selves and really be who we are. And I got to say, to me, that mark of confidence, oftentimes jewelry is a really, really good way to exude a power and a confidence about your own personal style and your own personality. And I think jewelry speaks before we do often. And that's where, again, these are those pieces that are very, you know, it takes, I don't think you see a wallflower wearing that. You walk into the room, you wear something powerful. This is not a woman who's shying away from attention or the spotlight, but also knows that, you know, doing it in such a beautifully elegant way. Because there's obviously, you can go into a room screaming and shouting, or you can go in just carrying yourself with an aura where everybody still looks. And that's really what this type of jewelry really reminds me of. Every woman I've ever known who wears this iconic style is exactly that. They're confident, they're powerful, and they're true to themselves, and they feel really assured in themselves. And I think that is a great trait, and applaud that. If you're one of those women, applaud that. If you're thinking, yeah, I would maybe like for my accessories to be a little bit more, you know, powerful and a little more like a headliner piece, then this is the piece to try. And obviously, if you're going, no way, that's going to look great on somebody else, then that's fine too. We bring you the really conservative, we bring you the really classic, but then we do have the fabulous pieces that normally cost, and that's a reason why a lot of people do pay attention to pieces like this. They are normally tens of thousands of dollars in retail. It's well known, it's iconic design. You've got that here at 1777, and we'll see who's got it. All right, next up, I've got a pink tourmaline. It's pinky orange golden color. We do have that pink diamond coming out to play. We might as well show you one of our best here as we get ready to zoom on in. Well, look at that. Is it a pink or is it a purple? Because I know how it's labeled, and I know what a difference it would make if it was labeled as a purple diamond. Well, look at that. It's got pinks right next to it, so you don't need me to talk you into it. There are two distinct examples of colors here represented in these stones. That center stone is more purple than it is pink, but it's listed as a pink because computers don't really do a great job of telling the difference between like one color and another. So this is going to help you out tremendously, because you probably know that if given the option and you have a 15-point pear-shaped pink next to a 15-point pear-shaped purple, let me tell you something, the purple's going to be more money all day, every day. Make no mistake about it. The purple's going to run you more money by a lot, not just like $100 more, thousands more. So the fact this is listed and labeled and priced, that's the key. Priced as a pink is going to help you out, because this is going to be your best value you've seen. And it's $78.21. Take a look at it. It's amazing. You got to call in very quickly on this one too. And Jason, were you taking something over there? Fantastic. Thank you so much. Here we go, guys. This is our 15-point purple. It has 26 points in. Yep, the pinks, I would say that double halo, those are pinks. And then outside of that are the white diamonds. 67 points in the white diamonds. It goes on, and then whoa, did we go big. We went big diamonds individually down the sides. You've got that great look. It's 18 karat two-tone gold, stays as is. It's rose gold, it's white gold, and this is amazing. But we have one. Who's going to be our lucky caller? I feel like this is like me. You remember those sweepstakes they used to do where they'd like, you'd fill stuff out in the mail? I never believed any of that. I was a little skeptical of that. That was like the scam before the scam, right? But maybe let's just say they were real. And you'd fill out these little pamphlets you'd get in the mail, and you'd mail them in, and then you'd be enrolled in some kind of like mailing list. And then one day some like game show host would knock on the door and say, hey, you won the prize. You won the sweepstakes. I feel like this is the modern day version of that, where you at home, now again, not going to physically come knock at your door until we're going to have a FedEx representative do that for us, and they're going to deliver a box with this ring in it. And I feel like you are the winner. You've won the jewelry sweepstakes of the world, because the fact that this is a purple diamond, plain as day, that's the one you get. I'm not sending you something that kind of looks like it. This isn't a sample. That's not what we do. It's not a sample sale where I've got 18 of them in the back. I'm going to ship you one of those. This is the one you get. So that purple color is what you're going to get. And when you appraise that or have a jeweler look at that, they're going to see what we all see. Purple diamond, natural through and through, no treatment, no heating, nothing. And it's also going to be a discount for the pink diamond. So again, because I'm discounting, I got to discount everything. If I'm going to move some jewelry tonight, we got to discount. So here's our 15-point center, 18 karat solid all the way through. You want to see the inside? Of course, there it is. Through the inside, there's that rose and that white gold. And as we bring it forward here, watch what I will do. And the scallop border, it's not just little itty bitty prongs on the outside that are going to catch on everything. It's essentially like a semi-bezel around the entire ring. And it's only listed at $89.99. Normal price. It's labeled as a pink. I have to keep saying that. You see it's a purple, I see it's a purple, it's labeled as a pink. That is the $89.99 price for a pink. If that was properly labeled, the price would be probably $10,000 more. I'm going lower, because if I could get more, I'd get more. It's worthy of that. I'm just also someone who's committed to bringing value onto these airwaves, not here's our price and here's a price that beats retail. No, that's not good enough. We're going to beat everybody out there, including dealers themselves. I have a great connection. If you'd like to meet him, I'm considering seeing if he wants to come on the air to talk a little bit about colored diamonds, because he was the main miner of the Argyle mine, and now he's essentially retired. And so he's kind of looking for things to do. And he was at GIA when I was there a couple weeks ago, and we got to connect. And I'll tell you, he's always admired what we do, and said point blank, you guys are selling them for less than I can get them when I was mining them. And that's the Argyle mine when it was still producing. So again, this is a little, don't take it from me. There are jewelers and miners and dealers who don't do what we do on the loose stones that you would have to gather before you make a ring like this. We're going to go lower than $89.99. I do need you on the phone lines, because I think we're going to shock you here with this value. It's all I'm here to do is make sure we can make the value really, really easy despite how high-end it is, and go lower than $89, $79, $69, $59, or even $49.99. This is a major value and really one of the prizes. I mean, I stand up here every day, and out of the 9 years I've been standing up here every day for hours and hours on end, guess what? I've had a total of fewer than 5 actual purple diamonds. Fewer than 5. So when it comes to this stone, it's not like, oh, I'll wait till next hour. Maybe I'll wait next month. Maybe I'll just wait till the end of the year. I wouldn't rely on there being purple diamonds going forward. This is like a once in a lifetime. And the fact it's already under $5,000 and I have nobody on the phone lines means I got to go lower. So I'm not even asking $39.99. This is going to go. It is that simple. There are 2 ways to go about this. Leave it here or send it on out. So here is your option right now. We'll go even lower. This is incredible, and it's not $39.99. And I know you need a better value. I see that. So I will make it that incredible value right now. It is $2,000. Go ahead, $2,999. Do it. I'm just going to send it out of here. And we'll congratulate the one caller that says yes. Here's what it looks like on. This is such a beautiful way, because obviously adding all those extra diamonds really counts, because you see it there. Look at how that's done. That's a nice bigger ring. I'm someone who likes a little bit bigger ring. I like a big piece. I don't want it to disappear on me. That gives it to you while still having one of the rarest diamonds in the world right there. 29. The only way to get rare would be to get red, guys. And I've never had a red diamond in my 25 years of doing this every day. 25 years, 2.5 decades, I've never had a red diamond. And I'm not talking about the treated stones that everyone irradiates and puts on the air and gives you for 20 bucks. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the definitive rarest stone in the world, which is a natural red diamond. That's what I'm talking about. I've never had one. Never on TV, at least. I'll be clear on that. I've done some auctions outside of here where I've seen them. This one is sold. Congratulations. Well done. So that's what it's going to take. Taking the rarest I got and giving it away. Well, if that's what we're looking for, then it's time for these Tanzanite earrings. Oh, yeah, it is. And to everybody who's dialing in after the fact, I'm sorry, the purple diamond is gone. Now we're talking about the most amazing cushion cut earrings. Tanzanites, squares, cushions, rare. They don't even want to sit up here because they're so big. Look at that. That is, look at the flash. Woo, they are doing some kind of, this feels like that should be reserved for Club TVON. When we got the disco ball going, we got the club music, and we got DJ Lolo in the house. Right? I mean, is that tomorrow? Okay. Tomorrow, should I wear club wear tomorrow? Should I? I'm so conservative and so, prim and proper today. Tomorrow we can break out the club wear, right? Okay, so tomorrow we do like what? Mirrors, sequins, halters, stuff like that. Okay, so here we go. This is what I got. This is my own, and I purposely put one way and one the other because I want to show you. There are 2 baguettes bookending it. You decide whether you want to wear them north, south, or east, west, okay? So that's crucial. And then here we are with this really cool look where there's a big carat weight here. It's number 1128200, by the way, and there's 18 karat solid gold to start. Then we're going to bring you 692 of the wildest Tanzanites red flashes. I know they need a little polish, and I can't do all. I don't have all the equipment to do that. I just got a rag up here, okay? It's just like a dusty cloth. So again, I'm going to have our jewelers work on that for you. But $692, because that's what they do anyways before they send everything out to you. And this one doesn't need any sizing, but it's still going to go through that process and give a nice little polish here. Let me show them to you from a distance away. There is a carat 38. Now that's a big, mighty fine diamond weight. And this is how I like to wear them. I like to wear them at a bit of an angle like that. So you can go squared off, or you can go an angle like that, whatever you choose to do. And there I have the baguettes side to side. You can go north to south on the baguettes if you like. They're going to have a nice big oversized butterfly backing so that you can wear those with pride, so that they sit up looking out to the world like they do right now. Take a look at this. They're a ½ an inch and maybe a tad bit more in that overall squared off shape. And I do want to put one on for you like I always do, just so that there are no secrets here at TVON. Okay, we just show you what we got and show you the realistic image, not some kind of light box shot, something that's highly overproduced, something that is on a mannequin, or something that was taken and then edited. We're just showing you live TV here, what this looks like as I hold it up to my ear here in relative darkness. So you're really going to see those red flashes there like you will in person, as well as you enjoy wearing those earrings. But again, rotate them as you wish. We're going to blow them out right now. This is one of our most affordable Tanzanite earrings, so don't let the size of the stones fool you. They're going really affordable. Back to the wheel we'll go, and we're going to make them a whole lot better than even $14,999. They have got to go, and they will. There's a great finishing. I love that we did the 18 karat gold. I love that it's got such a big diamond weight. We see a lot of drops with really big stones like 20 carats that we don't have that kind of diamond weight on. So we have really gone all out for you on this style. How about it? Do you want to go less than even 10,000? I will. You thinking about those? Tim thinking about it? No? All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Got to get you on the lines, ready to go, and let me know who, I'd love to know who got that fabulous purple diamond, because what a special moment that was for value. That was really incredible. But now you got the Tanzanite earrings. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. Now we're going to take this down below even 4,999. That's already now we've got 10 grand off. And it goes lower because, well, it's giveaway mode. We got a minute left till our hour begins. That would be hour number 2. 2 of 3. So we have 2 hours left. We're going to get these out the door before that top of the hour officially arrives. Want to get you one of those great values on an earring that we don't see very often because we wait and we wait and we wait. And of course, if you have a blue wing, you need to shop the matching sets here if you want to match, because otherwise you could shop elsewhere for Tanzanite, but they're not going to be the same color. And that would be kind of defeating the purpose of matching, right? You don't need to have the style match, but I think we want the color to match, because anything else outside of Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserves is going to look rather dull. So now we get you the big value. And you know what? Not even 49. I'm in full on. I mean, giveaway mode was activated early today, real early today. So we're going to go even lower than 49 or 45 or 44 or 43. It is $3,999 for the pair. Now they got to stay in the white gold. That is the only caveat there. They'll be right out. They can ship out tomorrow. They'll be with you early next week so that they're ready to wear. You'll have them before, I think about it, 4th of July coming up. We're only about 2 weeks away from the big holiday weekend, 4th of July on a Friday. Guess where we'll be? We'll be here. So you've got, again, lots and lots of occasions. Summertime's here, great events coming up, get-togethers, vacations, special moments and celebrations. You've got to have the jewelry to match. And there is the earring to enjoy and love. And it is going to be gone in a hurry. And look at how they are powerful. Again, they've got some, between the baguettes, the round brilliant diamonds, all huge framing, and then you've got that really important square cushion. Nothing better, right? They are something special. So $39.99 on those. We don't see too many Tanzanite earrings stick around because we usually start with the rings, and then we love the rings so much we want to add to the collection. So it is time with our big top of the hour. Coming up, we have the new medallion style necklace, which I'm going to preview, that takes us a little bit different than everything else we've done. And that is because, well, I remember there's been one time we saw a necklace like this. Let me preview what's going on. This is new tonight. Oh, this is so like the description and definition of what is hot in jewelry right now. These link styles, first of all, the paperclip link to the necklace, and then that O-ring that creates that Y design, followed by a big medallion. The ultimate cool. That's the cool girl necklace. And look at that shine. And that chain, it's all attached, but not like other medallions that we've done where it's attached at the sides. It's got this whole ornamental detail at the center, which is what makes it so unique. Okay, so that's coming up in the show. But I actually want to start at the top of the hour with something else that is going to be for our ring lovers. This is our blue Zircon ring. Okay, so we'll welcome everybody to the show in just a moment, but I wanted to show you first why we're excited about this, because, you know, there is a very special, I know Zircons are great on their own and we love them. They're mined out. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Thursday night to you. Glad you're with us. We are live and we got 2 hours left of this show. We're coming to you from Los Angeles, our home base here, our headquarters here at TVON, and we're so glad that, you know, we make everything here. So this is where, again, you're in a tariff-free zone. So that's really exciting. A lot of people asking, why is everyone else moving up their prices and you're not? Big reason we're still doing what we can do here by making and manufacturing everything you know and love right here, so that, again, everything is done. Now, the gemstones still come from all over the world, but that's where we still have a really nice, vast collection to choose from when it comes to great gems that we can choose from that are already in the private collection. So a lot of our jewelry based and built on those stones. So it's not like we're buying a lot of pieces and buying from 8 different sources first before it gets to us, to you. It's really as direct as you can get. And it's the reason we have the values that nobody else can touch. And so you have found really your hub for fine jewelry shopping. And while everybody else is doing what they got to do, and we understand that, we are going to be the example that really differentiates from everybody else. And we're so proud of that. I mean, I can't help but boast a little bit about it, because that is something that we are in this unique position that nobody else can do. And we're excited and proud and really excited for you guys to be able to take advantage of the values as a result. So as we kick off hour number 2 together, we've got 2 hours left. We'll take your requests, but I do have some brand new, like this Zircon, that is going to be our brightest blue. But as we look at it, it doesn't have as much of the blue as we traditionally see. This is more of a turquoise color, which is why it really is reminiscent more of a bright, ultimate neon pariba. That's what it gives the look of mostly here. So you've got item number 112. Let me get your right item number here. It's going to be item number 8208. So it's got the 90-point blue zircon in the middle in that pear shape. And yes, we will get to that fabulous necklace. We sure will. That necklace, that medallion style I flash, we're going to do that shortly here. But we've got something in white, yellow, rose here. You're going to choose. You've got that beautiful 90-pointer and 38 points in diamonds around it. But again, look how wide this ring is. When everybody else is having to scale back and do diminutive, little basic, teeny, lightweight styles, look what we're doing. Giving you these big, bold, wild rings that have all this great texture, detail. You know, every time there's a detail like that, it costs more money typically. So you add it up. You got the mill grain, the wider band, the lots of gold, the diamond weight of 38 points, the rare as can be blue zircon in the middle that has that bright turquoisey color. So there is, you know, there's this household cleaning product that I know all of us probably have under a cabinet somewhere, under a kitchen sink, or maybe in a powder room, where there is this cleaning product called Windex, right? And that's how we usually describe it. It's a very distinctive color. The best Potaevas in the world are actually described as that color. The truth is, Potaevas don't usually get that color. They don't usually actually get all the way up to that saturation level. I find that it's a little bit more attainable to get blue zircon reach that neon color, that very specific bright color. I find it's a little easier to get in the blue zircons than it even is in Potaeva. So you have that here. I think this is really textbook to that neon color we're looking for. You get the diamond weight all the way throughout. There's some great mill grain work as well. Let's take a look. White, yellow, rose. I would love to see this in the yellow, by the way. I think that'd be a really striking combo for the stone as well. So consider that your options here, and let's make it really affordable. As a matter of fact, I've got a $2,999 price tag. We're going to take it a lot lower, and we're going to actually put it on the auction block. So welcome in, everybody. You get to make up your own price here, because otherwise I got to leave it at $29.99 with 60 seconds. I'll do better. And that way we can get everybody in. Now, the first auction I ran, now I know better than to do first hour auctions. I did win anyways. We got all of 3 bidders. We had a piece sell for $400. It never should have sold for $400. That's obvious. I'm going to do it again. But instead of starting at $2,500 or $2,000, we're going to do something very different. And remember how luxury this is to get that kind of gold weight, all the diamonds mixed in, that pave, the mill grain, even the mill grain that runs down the middle. So much detail happening in one ring, and it will not be $2,000. I want to do $1,500 to really bring the value. It's a lot of gold. It's your choice. You get your size, and you're getting the private blue zircon. That's a private collection stone. Nobody else is going to bring, and we're going to go ahead and send it out right now. $1,000 to start it off. $1,000 to open $10 increments on the follow-ups there. So it's going to be a really important piece. Yes, the link bracelet is coming up next, by the way, for my smaller bracelet girls. Calling all smaller bracelet girls. If you're always complaining we never have something for the 6.5-inch wrist, well, I do tonight. I've got a bracelet. It'll work for an average size wrist, but it's definitely really made for the smaller wrist sizes out there. So we do have that coming up. That'll be next. It's that beautiful elongated link style. Don't forget about the Tanzanite earrings that are still here, the turquoise that is still here. I had a pink sapphire necklace. That's still here. Pink sapphire necklace was under $1,000, and it was also in 18-karat gold. So that was very important. And tonight we're going to unveil a whole batch of new Brazilian tourmaline. Brazilian tourmalines in quartz, as a matter of fact. So you get those big sizes, those great big specimens. Let's move on from this one. No open there. That's okay. We can bring you the bracelet, and then we'll go ahead and get those. The only thing I have two of today is, besides the necklace that I previewed, is the bracelet. So I want to show you the white and the yellow. That's for my smaller wrist sizes. So I'm sorry if you're an average size, or if you like a little bit looser fit, this one's not going to work for you, but I'm just so glad we can bring it in either the yellow gold or the white gold. You are looking at what we have. It is the link that carries all the way through. So the diamonds are going to be up top. That's going to be the top half of the bracelet. You can still, I love this about this bracelet. Rarely do we see a bracelet be reversible. I'm going to say this one is. Look at that. What I just do? She just put up another bracelet. No. Spun it around, turned it around. That's the back. Does that look like the back side as an afterthought of a bracelet? That looks like a beautiful bracelet I'd put up here for $69.99. Instead, it is completely a reversible style. Only have one of each. Please dial early. There are far more people who ask for smaller size bangles than what we ever bring. And then bring it on around. Look at this. There are the diamonds. Item number here is 112-8549. I wear a typical average size when it comes to bangles because I don't like it to feel like a handcuff. I want it to feel a little bit looser so it doesn't feel like it's cutting off circulation. And this is a little snug on me. It fits, but it's a little snug. So if you are somebody who typically likes, again, a 6.5-inch bracelet or even smaller, this is going to work well for you. It is 18 karat solid gold, and all of that finishing through the inside is remarkable. There's smooth mirror finishing on the inside of the bangle, as well as there is, as you saw, through the back. So it is really, truly a 2-in-1 because you've got two ways to wear it. You can put it on with the diamonds up front, or you can put it on with the mirror finished gold up front. Completely up to you. A simple way you put it on is going to dictate how it's going to look. So the diamond weight is 58 points, okay? So it goes all the way side to side across the top. This is really that paperclip link. We're going to see it later in that medallion style Y necklace, but with just a chain. Here's where you're getting the bangle formed, finished, of course, hinged on the side. Let me show you how that works because there's a really distinctive little button. It's the area right here you're seeing. That's going to be that little button. So when you actually press that on down, it's going to open up. And of course, like most bracelets, it's going to hinge open, look how nice and wide, so you're not going to be struggling to fit that over the wrist. And then what's typical is you simply just put this on like so. Just kind of, again, snap it into place, and that's the look you have. So you see how, again, I don't have a teeny tiny little wrist, so that's going to be something that's a little bit more snug. You can still wear it a little bit lower on the wrist. Again, my wrist is perpetually swollen from breaking it years ago and never surgically getting it repaired, but again, just an idea how that's going to look. So really best for those of you that have a 6.5 or 6.25 inch wrist, okay? But that's how it looks from scale, from a ways away. I might as well just put it on reversed as well because you're probably going, yeah, that's a bunch of baloney. That's not going to be reversible. That's not going to look right if I put it on backwards. Well, take a look. I think that looks like a great bracelet in its own right. A great 18 karat solid mirror finished gold bracelet right there that I would wear that way. And then again, switch it up, turn it around, pop it on with the diamonds up front, and then you're good to go again. So again, totally up to you how you choose to wear it. White and yellow gold only, just one of each. And it's now going to be, the struggle is going to be to blow it out because it's got, I kid you not, an $89.99 price tag. And if you think I'm making it up, oh, I wish I was. Oh, no. $89.99 for the bracelet. The problem is we're kind of we're a group of value lovers out here. TVON fam, unite with me. Are we not family because we all share the distinct love for great jewelry at a teeny tiny price? And you're probably saying exactly, you're going, $89.99 for 58 points in diamonds, what's she smoking? That's crazy. But that's what we're talking about as the price it should be. I'll take you back to old gold pricing. You got it? We'll take you back. Let's go back to old gold pricing. That's it. That's all we got to do. $89.99. Do you like this one? Jason, are you thinking about white or yellow? We've got two callers on the line. I don't know if you guys are onto the same gold color or different, but this is definitely, again, small bracelet lovers. If you need a small size, It fits if you wear a 6.5, a 6.25. This is going to be perfect for you. It really is a little bit snug for us average sizes. I wear an average size bangle. I have a 6.5-inch wrist if you actually measure it, but I like my average size bangles so it's not tight. This one's a little tight for my liking, so go smaller wrist on it. You always have that money back guarantee, so if you're on the edge and you're not sure, the best thing to do is try it. You miss out on nothing. If you get it at home and it doesn't work or you don't love it, like anything else, you send it back. But it's not $89.99. It's not. Which one are you thinking about, Jess? Which one are you thinking about, Jason? I'm curious who's got their eye on which one, because we only have one of each, and that's that, and it is reversible. It is a diamond, and it is a mirror finish gold design. Yes? Already thinking about the yellow? Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do. We're blowing it out right now. As much as I can do. $2,999, and there is a substantial gold weight to that bracelet. No question about it. $29.99, and that is a $9,000 bracelet, and now we've gone a third of that. So huge value. Our Brazilian Paraibas are coming up. They're in quartz. They're coming up next. 3 new ones to share with you. If you have missed the boat on this material, do we have the value for you coming up? Plus, that necklace will be here. Which one? The yellow gold is gone. Thank you so much. White gold's all that remains. Uh-oh, Jess was also thinking about the yellow gold. Oh, no. Well, we do tend to love our white diamonds in the white gold, I must say, because it shows off how beautiful white and bright they are. But that is all that remains is the white gold. Well, thank you so much. Let's get to our Brazilian quartz, Brazilian Potaeva in quartz, I should say. I always like to shorten it. It's a long name for a gemstone. Usually we have one word attached to a gemstone. This is Brazilian Potaeva tourmaline in quartz. So it's a lot, it's a mouthful, but it's a definite collectible stone. We'll show you 3 new options next. On a wheel, that means they are going to be substantially discounted, even though they're new. And we start with this option. So a really good way to go if you want that very distinctive crystal that's a larger size. Then I also have, and I think our white gold may be going on that bracelet, so don't be sleeping on those bracelets. And then here we go. These are very artistic designs. 2 pear shapes that get a little whimsy here because they've got some really big sweeps. I mean, there's curves on every one of these rings, and we love a good curve, right? Look at that. That's just a really pretty way because it just feels like very feminine, very ribbon-like with the way the gold is wrapping around these beautiful stones that are as rare as can be. But we do have 3 options. The good news is they're all going to be the same exact price. So you're not choosing based on the price tag, all one big blowout price here. And let me scoot them up a little bit more because I want you to see each one really, really well. I love this one. That distinctive. See how defined that Potaeva crystal is on that left side. Same goes for, I would say, really all 3. But really here in particular, that really defined crystal, that would actually on its own, if that were actually extracted from the quartz, it would produce a pretty large size in a faceted stone there. But we've got 3 available, pear, oval, and pear. So you choose which one you like. They're all in the white gold, but I've got good news. We can switch out the gold colors to yellow or rose on any one of the 3 that you like there, and they are going to be on their way in a hurry. So important value coming up. It's already, guys, we're 15 minutes into hour number 2. Let me know if you have any requests whatsoever. We still have the white gold of our paperclip link bangle that is reversible. And who got the yellow gold, Jason, by the way? Thank you, Becky. Enjoy it. And now it's time for the Potaevas. Original find from Brazil. Let me walk you through the carat weights that you're getting. They're all 3 carats plus. So we start over here. That's going to be the 3 carat 21. They're going to go up from there. Then we have the oval. That is the 3 carat 25 center stone. And then we do have the following pear shape. That's going to be the largest stone, 3 carats 97 on that particular version. So let me explain for anybody who's going, I don't know what that is, but that looks different than every other gemstone I'm used to seeing. So why is that different? Well, let's reframe it here. 1989. There had never been any knowledge of copper-bearing tourmaline prior to 1989. It took some time. The discovery was made. It was shortly thereafter determined that it was indeed tourmaline that was found, but they didn't know what gave it this bright turquoisey blue color. So upon further discovery and further, of course, chemical testing, where they're looking at the chemical makeup, they're looking at what elements made that gem what it is. And so upon determining that it was actually copper and manganese that provided these stones with the neon blue greens they have, well, that's been mined out for some time. That discovery, only smaller crystals, that was really the, if you will, the downside. The Brazilian stones had a lot of pop, a lot of neon, but they never came in big crystal sizes. So when we see them even here, they're 2 points, 3 points, 7 point stones, and they're pricey. This is the way to get a bigger look and a bigger piece of the action, if you will, in still original find, original mine, Brazilian Potaeva. So you get it here inside of another gemstone. It's inside quartz. So it's really kind of cool the way this works. So you're getting gem within gem, and we've got your favorites here. And the best news is the $59.99 and more prices are going to the wayside. That's done. We get to take them lower. As far as diamond weights go, you get 67 points here on the right side. The middle oval is going to have 68 points, and then over here 26 points on that side, but it's all pave. And now you just got to choose your favorite. And they're collectible as can be because not too many places out there to find this rare gem material. And right now, if anybody does have it, they're probably being wise and hip to the price tags, and they're keeping good, like a good grip. They're keeping hold on that material because they want to keep it and see what happens as the values soar, as it continues to get more limited. Barring any new finds of Potaeva, we're seeing prices escalate. It's never stopped. That's been going on since 1989. Where were you in 1989? Think about how long it was ago. I know I was in probably, I don't know, elementary school. So that's a long time ago. And that's when, again, we last really saw activity in Brazil. It wasn't long-lived to get the material. Then, of course, it was Mozambique, Nigeria. Later, those discoveries were made. But this is not $59.99. Here's the way, if you are somebody who, I love the Brazilian stones. I don't have one because they're all too small. I'm not into a 2-point stone. I need something bigger. I need bigger than a 5-point stone, a 7-point stone. So even the largest one we've had, a 70-pointer, it's a little small for my taste. So here's how, if you like bigger jewelry, bigger gems, bigger presents, this is how you go because it's giving you so much more. But you're still getting that real rarity of that OG find. And it's not going to be 59. Yeah, I have a feeling we got to do better. Got to send them out as quickly as we can. Well, you can't really put a price tag on something nobody else has. We kind of know that. That's how that term priceless comes about. If you have it and nobody else does, you kind of make up your own price. It's up to you. You determine the price tag. This is a collectible as much as it is beautiful, as much as it is striking to wear and gorgeous designs and really unique setting styles. And it's not going to be $59, $49, $39. Let's treat everybody to a rarity. It's not many of us that have the opportunity to own this stone material. It's only been, oh gosh, it's been new here just for a few months. We have not had it for very long. So it's something that's rather new to our collection. And yet we're going to do a quick blowout instead of even $39 or $29 or even, what about $19.99? Now we've probably got the attention of collectors. $1,999, it's not going to be? Okay. Well, we're giving something away for free. And it's pretty much everything but the labor here so far. You don't get the gems. You don't get the Potaeva. You don't get the diamonds, or certainly not the gold. These are big mountings. For example, look at the oval. The oval is maybe the smallest mounting of the bunch. Look at the oval on the hand. That's not a small mounting. And look what that gives you. And that's going to be the oval 325 with 68 points in diamonds. Bigger rows, you got some pave and some prong set there. In that oval, come on in, I'll go better than 19. That's what we're looking for, right? And if you don't have one, there's a very short, small little window to get these guys. It's not going to be here long. And look at this big pear shape. This is really that swirling route. This is so heavy in the gold. I am astounded that it's even here, sitting here at $19.99. It's like a highway design, but it's all custom made to wrap around that pear shape. And it's not 19, 18, $18.99. I love it. We're going to go even lower than $1,888. And that's the pear shape on the right. Here's the pear shape on the left. That's got that pave on one side, kind of flanking your stone here. Look at that. That's going to be better than $1,888. Are we really doing this to Brazilian tourmaline? Brazilian neon copper bearing Potaeva. It's not even $1,888. $1,799. What have we done? And all these big sizes, all over 3 carats plus. And it's not going to be $1,799 either. We'll blow them out for $1,777 and 60 seconds on that wheel. And we still have that medallion style necklace. And we still have 2 Brazilian, well, actually, rather, Mozambique Paraibas. They're coming up with the purple color. One's a little more red, one's a little more purple. We'll see rubellite and purple Paraiba coming up for you as well. So we're looking forward to that. But 1777, your choice of. I have a question. Is anybody out there looking for a substantial white diamond? Like a GIA certified substantial 1 carat plus white diamond? I have one, and it's amazing. So if you are or know somebody who's looking for a white diamond, I have a stunning 1 carat 01 cushion cut square white diamond certified by GIA. And I'll tell you, it's not a small ring because it's also got 2 carats and diamonds around it. Look at that ring. So if you are needing a white diamond, maybe an upgrade to a wedding set, maybe it's going to be an engagement. Well, if you're getting engaged with that, well, hello. I mean, why not? What a piece, right? That, or you just love white diamonds. You're going, I don't need an engagement ring, but I love wearing that on the right hand. This is the white diamond ring of the inventory. It's our 101 center stone. It's got 196 around it. That is stunning. And you get the GIA cert. Someone said to me the other day, she emailed, she goes, I thought everything was GIA. Well, no, we have like 2 pieces in the inventory that are GIA certified. Not everything is sent to a lab to be evaluated and graded. Certs cost thousands of dollars. So, you know, we don't do that with every single piece. We have it with a select few. And so GIA certs are done separately on the stone, and then that stone is then put together in a piece of jewelry here. So that's our GIA certified diamond. If you'd like to see it, there's a huge blowout price associated with it. Plus, don't forget that Paraibas here, all 3 of those Paraibas, and then we're going to get into the pink and the purple. I've got the rubellite and the purple coming up in the show. There are our last couple. I know it's what we've been seeing of late, but we've got the last hurrah on the Paraibas. Okay, so take a look. There's our Paraiba, Brazilian Paraiba with quartz, and then we've got our last call here. Any questions, let me know. We're not leaving them here. That's a lot of gold to melt down, so I'll do it. But yeah, I'm going through tonight after the show, I'm going through all of our inventory, and they're asking me if there's anything I want to put on hold and not melt, because tomorrow's melt day. It's Friday. Every Friday, by the way, just a little inside story for you. Every Friday is like a big, big day for melt. So pieces you see on Wednesday and Thursday, and anything you saw on the weekend, if it's not melted yet, it gets melted Friday. So again, giving one shot to everything on the air here before we say goodbye to it. So you got one chance and one look. All right, coming up, I do want to show you a brand new Tanzanite. We have the big earrings here. Look at this. Look at that. Woo, that's a pretty cut. See, sometimes you get these fancy cuts and they end up looking a little wonky. I love this one because it's like an emerald cut, but they just slightly taper it at the top. So that really looks very, very sharp, doesn't it? It's an attractive stone. Any question, Jason, on those 3 before we go? All right. So coming up, we do have a Counzite discount. Then we're going to be on our way. If you have any requests, don't sit back and say, I hope, I wish. I get so aggravated when like a week later, I'll look back at I'll look at some social media, some pops up, you know, our show pops up, and everyone's going, well, I wish you would show this. Well, just call us. I do not, my ESP is not always, I've got too many things to think about up here, so just call me. That's why we are interactive. That's why our phone number is plastered down there at the base of the screen there. So you can call. If you want to see anything, please just let me know. We are more than happy to cater exactly to your every wish and demand. So please just call in. I do not actually get to like monitor all the, you'll have to forgive me. It's pretty busy up here, so I don't get to monitor. I'm not in charge of our social media. Tony sometimes can, you know, send me something quickly, and you know, if there's something pertinent that he wants to relay. But I don't monitor our social media feeds. There are multiples going on at a time, so I don't monitor those, and nobody does. So I don't see those till sometimes a week or 2 later. So please, please, please call in. Just, you know, if you're one of those that watch us on a social feed and you are, you know, harping and screaming at your TV or your computer or whatever it is, please call in, because again, I'm not, you know, I'm not ignoring. I don't know what's going on. So I can't monitor all that while I host a show. So it's just really important to just kind of give us your feedback live here and tell us what you need to see. But this is the Counzite, just a little tip, you know, little something to make the shopping even easier. Okay, I like to do that. Shopping should be easy these days. It's 112-3808. is your item number here, and this is a really strong color of Counzite. So just carry that with you. So anything you need to do, just the way is really the phone. I know that I despise the phone. I really hate my phone because phone is just work, you know. We're all having to be attached to our phones these days. I despise my phone, and there's nothing I really despise more than making phone calls in today's day and age. I just wish we could just do text and email. But so I know it's a lot to ask to pick up the phone and dial into a phone number and talk to someone live. I'm very averse to that myself, but it is the only way we do things here. So please feel free to do that. So it does take a phone call to make purchases and to make requests and to interact in any way or ask any questions you have. So just be aware of that. But here's our 11 karat 05, 66 points in diamonds on the side. And I do really enjoy, look at that, the big princess cuts that are on the sides here, all set in a semi-bezel, plus you're really complementing the fact it's got that emerald cutting, so those elongated step facets, really allowing that Counzite to glow. And we've got this one set to go. It's a glow to go. And that's what I love. And that can actually glow with you wherever you do go, because that's kind of the beauty of jewelry. I love art. I love fine art. I talk about this a lot. My passion has really become more and more through the years, great artwork. And I love sculpture, and I love canvas, and I love oils, and I love photography and all that. I really appreciate great artists. But this is really the way you take your artwork with you. It's really the way that it becomes very, again, this is artwork in its own right, that you're just allowing to be a part of your own style. And the way this is done with those diamonds stacked, very contemporary, the way they're stacked together. You've got the bright blues. I always look for that at this point. You know it's neon if it's got those bright blues coming through, and it's not $69.99 any longer. We got a good one here for you. It is going to be on its way and in a hurry, because we're going to do it right now for $19.99 on the big old Counzite. So that is a really important stone size. Look at this on the hand too. I think you're really going to enjoy the way this looks when, if you do like a bigger gem, certainly, that definitely is it. And then I'll prop it up as best I can, but look at that shine you're getting, right? So up close you see it needs a little polish from the back, but you see how bright and very glowy that stone is. It's got some electricity, like, it might shock you, just a little buzz, you know, if you really have that neon, it's like electric. So that is $19.99. I do actually have something that matches it beautifully. I'm gonna just tempt you with. There happens to be an emerald cut Counzite pendant that's new, and it's 1128,421. So maybe I should have started here because it's 20 carats, but if you like the ring, look at the pendant to go with it. Hello, hello. I'm gonna see if I can just polish it up a little bit better. Yes. The Counzite ring. Would you mind, Jason, keeping them on the line too to take a look? We could give them first dibs on this if you want the piece to go with it, because what a collection. I'll have them on together for you. This is 1128,421. It is our 20 karat 41 emerald cut. And yes, perfect. And then it's got the stack of diamonds right up top. We had a ring a lot like this once upon a time. And here's another, well, why is this price so low? It's only priced, remember the last one was $69.99, I brought it down, and it's gone. The ring is spoken for, but I did want to show you this one with it. Let's show you from a distance here with the ring, so you can see if the color match is there, and yes, it is. Look at that. That is highly, wow, that's unusual to get. Isn't it stunning? So 20 carats over here on the pendant, and you got the 11 karat 05 on the ring. The ring again is spoken for. The pendant will be next. They've got that same gorgeous sheen and shine. And this pendant, whoa, only $89.99. Why is this only $2,000 more than this one was? And of course, I discounted the ring. That's why it's gone. Let me give you a measurement here on the pendant, because it's the first time. It's got 4 points in diamonds, so we kept that more minimal so you can still hopefully wear it all the time. And then you do have a 1 inch top to bottom. I'm going to take it on over to the neckline as well. We'll show you there what it looks like. Oh, how stunning is that piece? So this is what I love, is that amazing color you're getting. It's just really highly sought after to get colors like that. It's not light, it's not lavender, it's not just a light pink. It's got those really intense fuchsia, blue, purples. And here it is again, up close. What a stone. If you like the pendant, I'm blowing it out just like we did the ring. The pendant's only going to be $2,999. $29.99, and it's about double the size that was in the ring. So that's an important way. And then we've got the Tanzanite pendant too, that's almost like a modified emerald cut. Don't forget all of our Brazilian Paraibas in quartz are here. We will bring back the blue zircon. I still have Tanzanite studs that were here as well. And that big turquoise, oh, my favorite turquoise ring of the night, that's here too. We've got our last call now. That's the 2041. Don't forget about the purple Potaeva that's coming up. I haven't even shown it yet, but it kind of has a color similar to our Counzite. That's something to keep in mind. You get a similar color with purple. Look at that. See that color? Purple Potaeva coming up later in a ring. And then we also have the big diamond ring. Can get that under $10,000 for this very large 101. There's your close-up. Oh, this is just breathtaking, isn't it? 112-6961. So I showed it from a distance. It is our only large certified white diamond. The kind of thing you shop for right now, like if you're in a big city, if you're anywhere near New York City or LA, or quite frankly, it's worth the trip. If you're shopping for a bigger diamond, if you can get to a wholesale district, and you can certainly do a little bit better than retail. But here's the deal. To get a certified stone, that's the first question, because over the years that I've been in the business, pretty much everyone and their brother, everybody and their cousin, anybody, the 6 degrees of separation, anybody and everybody has pretty much come to me at some point that's connected to anybody I know. And they say, help me pick out a diamond ring. When they are ready to get engaged and ready to get married, I'm their person. And it's a confusing world out there. I get it. It's really tough to figure out the diamond world. And unless you're an expert, and you can spend years, literal years, training to be an expert in diamonds. And most people who try the courses through GIA, they end up giving up. Same thing happened when I went to school. I studied a form of a major that most people, I think that when I started, when I was a freshman and went into my undergrad career as a broadcast journalist, everyone goes, oh, I just want to talk on TV. How hard could that be? And so the broadcast journalism program starts, and it's very elite, and it was, one of 3 majors within the journalism school of USC where I went. And I remember it started with some like 50, I think it was 5,200 participants started. By the end, by senior year graduation, there were only 62 of us. So again, it's one of those things that it's one of those that how complicated could diamonds be? And then you start studying, and you realize there is a lot to learn about diamonds and what it is to be a diamond, and how do you grade, and how do you look at color and clarity. It's a complicated type of endeavor. So if you ever need like a basic rundown, I give that. When everyone's looking for a white diamond, where do I begin? What are the 4 C's? How do I shop? My first question to anybody who is inquiring about diamonds is, do you want a cert? Do you prioritize a certificate? Because if you are going the GIA certified route, it immediately changes the course, and it makes your diamond that much more valuable because it's got documentation that explains everything about your diamond. In this case, this 101 center stone here, that center right there, is certified by the GIA, and it's got a carat 96 in diamonds around it, which is the mounting that we lovingly added. That cert is going to be so important because, well, it's something that lives with your diamond. And if you ever are to, like, let's say one day you want to upgrade, that people do that with diamonds. Maybe they've been, wearing that ring for 10 years and it's a big 10-year anniversary and they want to do an upgrade. Maybe they want to get a bigger diamond. Maybe you want to go to a color diamond. Maybe you just want to change the style. Well, this is the thing. You can always resell your diamond, and if you're going on, well, the history of the world, it's going to sell for more than what you paid for it because diamonds are always on the rise in value. It makes it so much easier to understand the value of your diamond when you have one of these. And this is a GIA cert. So you've got the cert number, the shape, the millimeter size, the fact that it's rated for color and clarity, which is F color. Hello, that's extremely important because that is in the colorless range. And then you've got an SI1. I'll explain why that's so important. It's what I recommend. Unless you have unlimited funds, go VVS. But if you don't have unlimited funds and you're here for value, I always advise every single friend, client, relative, and anybody who just needs a little bit of help with understanding diamonds, I always say, if you're going for bigger, get an SI1, but watch and look at your SI1, because if you can find an SI1 that's going to be eye clean, this is the diagram of your clarity characteristics, front and back. Here's your grading chart. Your scale is F color here, which is that colorless range, and then you've got the SI1, which is down here, but this is the important thing. If it's an eye clean, and this one is, because I'm under magnification and we're not finding any flaws, we're seeing brilliance. If you can find an SI1 that's eye clean, what does it matter if it's SI1 or if it's internally flawless or flawless? You would need magnification and microscopes beyond what anybody has at home to see the difference. Do you understand that? You see why that's important? So I recommend getting an SI1 stone. It's really awake because obviously the price tag goes up dramatically if you're going the VS or VVS or any of the other routes. And it doesn't visually look any different if you can choose a clean stone. SI, that's important. So you've got the big size, it's over a carat. We've added 196 around it as well, that's important too. And you're getting the entire ring for less than $10,000. When in today's era, if you're shopping the stone by itself and you're getting a certified stone by GIA and you're getting a 1 carat plus, it's gonna be more than that on its own. Then you'd be settled with, okay, now I gotta get the mounting and pay for the gold and the extra diamonds and everything else. Well, here's what we do. Instead of $10,000, $99, $89. I know not everybody's looking for a big white diamond ring, but for the one shopper that is, tonight's your night, because it's not $89, $79, even $69.99. That's what it looks like on the hand once more for you. We're gonna size it for you. It's gonna stay in the white gold. I don't think you'd wanna take away from all these white diamonds. And yellow gold naturally would reflect a little bit of that gold color. So I say, leave it in the white gold, have it look amazing like it is. Not $69, it's only $59.99 first caller, and that is $297 of diamond weight. Incredible. $297, all white diamonds, and all one price, $59.99. What a piece. So that's one I would highly recommend. I know it's not something you tuned in tonight looking for. You didn't expect me to show a 1 carat white diamond. We get excited for a 1 carat yellow diamond, but this is actually a little tougher to get because there's demand. There's no real way to get a discount on a white diamond out there, and that's a fact. You can't because they're so in demand. They're needed everywhere you go, whether it's retail, wholesale, high-end, low-end. White diamonds are in every store now, and that's getting a little more scarce these days. Most everything is all lab-grown. That's all we're seeing now. It's like natural. Where the natural stones go? There aren't many left out there to shop for. So when you can get one and get an amazing value, you take advantage of it. Let's show you this Tanzanite pendant as well. And then we've got the purple Potaevas coming up. We will get to that big necklace, the new one. Look at this though. This is sleek. This is, dare I say, like it's got this sexy appeal to it because it's like an emerald cut, but it is still modified. So it tapers a bit at the top and you get this incredible, important look. Sleek, the diamonds are at the top where your bail is. You're gonna have 8407, that's your item number. There is only one, and it will be a 1252 fancy cut. Is it ever fancy? And don't forget about that white diamond. Never see those, never. We're getting very close to our last hour. We've got the one-of-a-kind 8407 item number. It is a 14 karat gold mounting, 1252 on the fancy cut Blue Wing Museum Reserve. This is where, you can imagine, modern art comes together with a great gem cutting. It's a 1252 fancy. It's got the really special 8 points in diamonds. They're stacked. And you know, if you think you're gonna miss out on reds because it's a fancy cut, think twice about that. And look no further than just seeing it. Now, I'm only moving it side to side here. This is not the way it's gonna sit on the neckline. This is. So I really want you to see that so you can really check out that amazing color you're gonna get, the red flashes that it has all the way through. We have only just this fabulous one. And here's your length. Come on in early. Got a great discount for you. Really cool with that spike. I love the spike at the top. That's really cool. It's like done where it's just modern. 1.1 inch, I would say, top to bottom. Here's what it looks like from a distance away as well, so you can see what that's all about. Wow, what a piece. Isn't it great? So you've got a really special style, amazing color, red flashes throughout. Back to the wheel, we're gonna go. And there's a good size bail, so yes, it'll work for your DBTYs, etc. Any big change you got, there are those red flashes. Every time it's just kind of, look at this, it attracts what's floating in the air. Look at how beautiful. Isn't that something? It's not $15,999. We got a new price for you, and then we're getting to that designer necklace that we're going to debut here. That Y-style necklace. Could not think of a cooler style. Very now, very on trend. Every time I see a celebrity out and about, every single time, and I see, you know, obviously living in Los Angeles, you see celebrities everywhere you go. Everyone's wearing this style of necklace. So I'm really excited to bring you something so on trend in fine jewelry. This is not 15. It's not going to be $10,000 either, and it's a one of a kind. It's not 99, 89, 79, even 69.99, and suddenly we're looking at a mega value there on a 1252. That's down to nothing. You got $5.50 a carat there with that stack. And remember how if fancy cuts were not fancy cuts, listen, there's a difference. We have emerald cuts in rounds, and we have these beautiful cuts all across the board. All of these stones are cut to precision perfection. That's really what our Tanzanite selection, every one of them cut perfectly. But there's a difference between all the rounds and the cushions and the emerald cuts and those beautiful pear shapes we see. And then there's another step up when you're getting into a cut that's totally unique, where you're actually experimenting. I mean, there's a lot of great cutters out there, but they are really putting their reputations and their careers on the line when they endeavor to cut stones like this, because they never know. You don't know how it's going to turn out. You're doing a cut that is not one of the ordinary normal cuts. So you never know what's going to happen. And that is why there's a huge upgrade when you get a cut like this. There's a huge premium, at least there should be. I'm not asking for that, but we're doing a better value than $69.99. It's only $6,499 for a 1252, and it's got the glint you see. It would not be museum reserve if it didn't have those red flashes. So $64.99, got that way too low. So where's that premium? Where's that extra you should be paying on a 1252 because of its big size and because of that unusual cutting? Well, it's simply just not there. There is no extra premium to that. It is simply not there. So you've got a chance to pick it up right now, $64.99 only. Let me know if you'd like to get it. That's a one only. I think that's stunning. Let's get to that designer necklace that's new today. It is incorporating once again the beautiful burnishing of the diamonds and the great satin finishing of gold we've been loving. And this is really, I would say this is reversible as well, but this is that style. I know, and I'm not going to name names, but you probably, if you pay attention to jewelry, you've been seeing this kind of look everywhere, especially when it comes to those gals who are going, I have no limit on what I can spend on great jewelry. This is often what you're going to see, something like this. It's item number 1128542. That's a medallion with a gorgeous satin finish glow. We've been seeing this a couple of times, but this is a full-on necklace. It's not a pendant where you're adding the chain. Look at the chain. This is not a utilitarian throwaway chain. This is a necklace on its own with that beautiful link style. This is called a paperclip link. Hottest thing going right now. It is adjustable because, well, we've done a couple of things here, and I do want to point out, you can barely tell, there is adjustability up here. And I know it's hard to see, but do you see the O-rings? As I move it a little bit, there is a little bit of adjustability. There's still going to be a 16, 17, and 18-inch O-ring. Obviously, you could use any of the links. So we just made it really easy to find. So if you know you like 16, look right there. There's the 16. See the O-ring as opposed to the paperclip? Here's the other one. That would be 17. Obviously, right now, it's at the longest length, 18 inches. But the truth is you can fine-tune it all you want because it's got all of those paperclip links, any of which can be used as a closure for your lobster claw. It's a diamond weight of 33 points in the baguettes, 21 point in the round. It's a single solitary round in the middle. So your total diamond weight here is 54 points. Doesn't sound like a big deal. And then you realize there are only 9 stones in that whole medallion. 8 baguettes, 1 round. That means the 21 pointer is on that individual center stone, all set within that gold. This is all, look at that, running my fingers over it, smooth to the touch. Everything is set within. There's your great finishing you have as well. Do you see that? It looks almost like a sundial style in the back. That's your under gallery so that that's comfortable. And this is what I love maybe the most is this little O-ring of sorts here. This keeps that Y style, first of all, keeps that medallion centered on the neckline at all times, keeps the link hooked up with that big round medallion link, and then that leads into your round. That there, and these are 2 separate chains you see. And there's your little flip side of it. Here's the 2 separate chains. So those are going to be working independently, moving independently on that little O-ring. So it's always going to work. It's always going to sit level. It's always going to be centered on the neckline. And all these diamonds are huge. Let's blow it out. It's what we need. And this is your promise me something. If you own this necklace, and let me wear it a little bit longer here, and I'm sorry, our camera seems to be a bit out of focus, so I'll step back. Look how beautiful that is on the neckline and how that chain shows off because it is so bright, so highly polished, every single paper clip link. That's what gives you that large surface area. And then as you see it a bit lower, because obviously 16's right about here, 17's right about there, 18 a little lower, but you see the kind of glow that sheen has, we could be asking $49.99 all day, every day. We are doing better than that. And please wear it every day. If this is your style and you can layer it still, I love this idea of sitting a little lower and then having something else a little higher that's maybe a little more simple, but that's a size reference. We're gonna go back up close too. Want you to see what this looks like up close and personal to really admire those diamonds. I wanna get a grip so I don't take too much away from that piece. Look at that. That's a major diamond in the middle. Over 1/5 of a carat, stretching towards a quarter. Let's blow it out. I need you on the lines. We're not asking this chain alone. That necklace, you can go shop that right now. I was in Vegas last Monday. That necklace alone, without the medallion, without the diamonds, that necklace, that would go for $1,500. I'm giving you this huge medallion, this amazing adjustable style, the great finishing you see there, and it's not going to be $49, $39. And I know it picks up a lot of glow. Look at that. It's so perfectly finished. That satin finish is amazing, is it not? That's the best finish I think we do. And boy, what a way to show off those burnished diamonds. The sparkle of the diamonds in contrast with that glow of that medallion. And it's not too big, but boy, does it make a statement. It's not $39. It's not $29. You wear it every day, layer it up, stack it with a little DBTY action. Maybe higher up on the neckline, wear this lower. It's not even going to be, this is going to be our hottest seller. The problem, well, it can't be. Never mind. Oh, what I wouldn't do for some quantity here. Come on in early. Ladies, gentlemen. Hey, gentlemen, if you're shopping for a gal in your life and you're going, I don't know what's hot right now. This is hot. It's not even $1,999. I love that we did the mirror finishing and the chain link with the satin finishing of the medallion. Look how thick too. Even mirror finished on the sides and the back. And it's not $19.99 either. Come on in. We've already got a lot of people on the phone lines. I wish I had more. I can't produce these to my heart's content here. We've got what we've got, and I'll blow it out right now for $1,888. That's it. And it will be gone. It's going to be gone, and we have 10 minutes till the top of the hour. We're going to break out the beautiful Cuprian at the top of the hour. I have a purple Potaeva coming up. At the top of the hour, it's 10, 11 minutes from now. Let us know if you have any requests whatsoever. What can we show you? What can we bring you? What can we bring you a great value on? That's what we want to do. This should be long gone at $18.88. What a piece. What a value. And look at that from the back. Every single bit. That comfort built into the back, all that gold throughout the back, but then you've got those really big diamonds, and then we're still giving open work through the back so you can still manage to clean them properly as needed. Just once in a while, you want to just give that a nice little soap and water cleaning, or sure enough, you can drop it into your jewelry solutions as well if you like to do it that way. But for $18.88, an entire necklace and all bigger diamonds. Listen, I get it. It doesn't say 25 carats in diamonds up there, but each and every one of those 33 points total in the baguettes, well, each and every one of them is over 4 points. The center round is almost 1/5 of a carat. That is a very big deal. If I had 1/4 carat studs here, you'd be going, ooh, that's a big stud. But this is one big, almost 1/4 carat in the middle of this medallion. All right, let me know on that one. We got to move. We got a lot of jewelry still hanging for you here. And let me know if you like that big Tanzanite pendant for $64.99. And this is my aqua. And it has a serious something on it. So let me see if I can get that polished. This is going to be item number 1126987. Aqua Solitaire. But still, halo in diamonds. Here we go again with the baguettes and the rounds, kind of the newest and the latest. That's why we're seeing it so often. Giving you and keeping you up to date and up to trend and up to everything we want in great jewelry. Well, here's our Sierra Santa Maria. It's a 4 carat 13. By the way, it's also 18 karat gold too. Jason, did you just pick something up? Okay. Well, we've got 9 minutes to go till our last hour of the evening kicks off. We have quite a few beautiful pieces here. And that necklace is next to go. And now we've got to get the 412 Sierra Santa Maria gone. It is our 18 karat gold, yes, one only in white gold stays. It's 51 points in diamonds. They're baguettes and rounds together. all the way around your ring. How pretty is that stone? It's like sky blue, but piercing bright. It's like the most elegant, bright, beautiful, I think of pink, rather blue diamonds. I think a lot of blue diamonds. I've had a couple blue diamonds. They were microscopic, but they were blue diamonds. They had a similar color to what we're seeing here in the aqua. And no, you don't have to settle. I love that when you're shopping with us, you don't have to settle for aquas that look like pale white, colorless stones. Most do. Not a fault of aqua. That's just how most of them grow in nature. They tend to be colorless. They tend to be white. They tend to be nothing really fancy going on. That's not the case here. Take a look at this. This one's got to go. And let's bring it on down from $39.99. Excellent sale price. That's actually our sell it or melt it price, but I rescued it, swooped in and said, nope, don't melt that yet. Got to give it one more chance on the year. And here's your opportunity to get it. When it's not $39, $29, not even $2,500, it is pure elegance in a ring. No question about it. Here's what it looks like on. This is so pretty. Look at that. Just really, sometimes it's about polished elegance. It just, you need one great stone with a simple, classic style around it. That's certainly what this one has. And it's not going to be $29. Oh no, you guys are forcing my hand here and I love it. I love it. You say, you know what? I'm not going to buy anything unless it's dirt cheap. Let's blow it out. Let's get to dirt cheap level on a really pristine, important stone. See, that's the thing. I can't trade it out and put in some ugly aquamarine. Can't do that to you. It's not our style. So we still maintain that quality level that's up here and find a way to just still bring you a value like it's costume. Like it's something that in a month of wearing it's going to look like, what is that stone? What is that? We don't like, the idea of jewelry is really, for me, it's everlasting. Jewelry should outlive us. And not all jewelry does. And whether it's faux or whether it's costume or whether it's plated or what, jewelry has an expiration unless you're shopping fine. And that's the problem, is that jewelry across the board, even when it's not fine jewelry, it's so expensive these days. You don't want it to last you a month or a week of looking good. You want it to be forever. You want the generations beyond your own to love it and enjoy it and be able to appreciate what great jewelry is all about. And stones that, let's face it, a generation or two from now, no one's even going to have access to stones like this. That's also important to remember. This is about access. It's not every day you get to see a Sierra Santa Maria, and it's not $2,500 either. It's going even lower. How about this? 25, 24. Okay, let's just blow it out right now. Make it premier. This is only going to be $2,399. $2,399. That is it. $23.99 first caller, and I'll give it 30 seconds should do it. We are about 5 minutes away from the top of the hour. And we have our last hour, and it's Thursday night, and I have saved one of our most decadent, amazing designs for you. I've only previewed it one time. It was brief. We're going to see it coming up. We're looking forward to that. And if you would like, we are down to, again, a couple minutes left to go here in this last second hour, rather. And then we've got you know what? There is a new find, mint tourmaline. You know, yesterday there was a ring. Gone immediately. I do have the match in a pendant here tonight. Let me flash it. This is also beautiful. Look at that. That is the exact match to the ring we had yesterday. So I don't know who got it. I don't know if they're out there, but that would be a perfect way. Or who says you need to have a matching ring? You don't need to. It's a beautiful pendant on its own. So we do have that new fine Brazilian minty green, or blue-green really, tourmaline. So that is also here. Plus we have a pink Congolese. That's pretty. And then we also have our wild pink zircon. This is just for show. This is just a museum piece coming out to just tantalize us a bit. That is one of the most striking zircons, because this is just perfect. I mean, it's pristine clarity. It's got beautiful round cutting to it. We did a couple of different gold colors here. Why? Well, to complement some pink and white diamonds around it. That's impressive. That's going to be item number 1128-469. So even though it's a museum piece, still got an item number, because if we've got anybody seeking a really important stone, that's a good way to go. Right there. It looks like, it's probably the closest you'll ever get to what looks like a red diamond. Touched on that earlier. I've been showing a lot of exotic stones through the years, never had a natural red diamond, not once, not even a 1 point or nothing. This is kind of that look, because red diamonds are not like a ruby red. They're more of this subtle, kind of like a deeper tone. Well, this is our zircon. It's out of a mine that was discovered in 2020 in Ceylon. That's Sri Lanka. It's an 874 round. It's got 18 points in pink diamonds and another 39 points in the white diamonds. And there they are, tripled up on the side. So everything gets a little wider as it reaches towards the top. You've got this incredible stone here, which is flashing and firing every bit it can. Double refraction that has been perfected by Mother Nature, and then having a great cutting applied to that by an amazing lapidary who can bring you one fiery combo. It's all 14 karat two-tone gold, stays as is in the rose and the white. And again, our last hour is almost here. So it's all going to kick off with an incredible Potaeva, our best yet in the purples. We have saved it for this special night tonight. We've got an incredible value here on this one. If you'd like it, it's museum level. I know nobody's out there looking for a 17,990. Wait, let me rephrase that. You might be looking for a 17,999 piece, but you might not want to pay that. Well, this is perfect. I've got the $18,000 piece right here, right now. 18,000 should leave it, stay, let it be. I'm going to get it lower for you. You can have it. If you would like to own something that I'm thinking about it too with Wonder Rings paired up next to it, if you wanted to. It doesn't really need it, but you know, if you love diamonds and you love sparkle, this is delivering in a big way. So if you want to add, go ahead, up to you. But this is going to be better than $17,999. Let me try it on for you, show you the wow. When it really gets to move, that's when you can really start to appreciate a good zircon. And this one, blowing us away here. What do you think? That's the ooh and ah piece right there. Nobody's going to ignore that ring or be able to ignore that stone. It is perfection. And you got the pink and the white diamonds on the sides. We're not asking for $79.99. There's 10 grand, right back to you, right back in your pocket. Save the 10 grand. Maybe that means more jewelry for you to own. It's not going to be 79, 69, 59. What happened to the museum piece here? Suddenly, museum piece, bargain basement pricing. Let's make it even better than 59 or 49.99. We have the top of the hour. It is a minute away. Let's blow this out right now. Only $3,999. That's it. And only 30 seconds on that one. Then we're going to be right here at the top of the hour. Right here. Last call on the show. Last call on all this new jewelry that we got a lot of melting to do so far here tonight. But again, sell it or melt it really applies to every day. I'm pricing it as such, and then pieces get one shot and then they're melted down. We can rework the stones, we can rework the diamonds, but again, you got one chance to pick up all these fantastic new pieces. But this purple Potaeva coming up. Top of the hour, we're a moment away. So give us a call if you'd like that one. That is something else for $39.99, isn't it? Isn't it special? It's really the zircons we love. But again, the big size that we rarely see. We're usually content to get a 2 carat, maybe a 1.5. This is all out, nearly 9 carats, but it's a round. So you're still getting that super rare cutting that we just don't always see. And now it's only $39.99. Okay, so welcome everybody. I'm so glad you're with us. You know, it's a pleasure to have your company always. I really appreciate when you can stop by, hang out, even if it's just for a second, you know, just to say hello or say what's up or see if we're all here, you know, hanging out together. We're here. So we're here offering great jewelry, and I'm so glad to have your company tonight. We have one short hour left. I'm going to debut this hour with a really special purple Potaeva. They just simply, you know, it's so funny. We get kind of, I would say we get a little jaded, and that's my fault. My fault. Totally my fault. We get spoiled, we get jaded. Those are all things you don't want to be in life. Around here, it's a good thing because it means we're doing something well. If we're jaded towards seeing exotics, meaning we're seeing them all the time so they ain't that special anymore, that means we're bringing you a lot of exotics. And I love to do that because everybody, you can flip up and down the dial all day long and look at the same old, same old, same old. I love when we can bring you something that stores don't have, that collectors don't have, that jewelers don't have, that museums don't have. That's what this next item, which it may be the rest of our show, because to be honest, it may take that long to fully engage on what this is, because it's the rarest. I've been selling Potaeva since 2004. I was the girl on TV many years ago that was selling these for the first time ever, but they were loose. I was slinging the rocks back then. It was a lot of finished jewelry, but a lot of the gemstones that were Potaevas, like important ones, they were all loose. We were selling them loose, doing the great introduction to the world. Back then, 2004, had a lot of these Potaevas. They were specimens, more or less. They were still faceted, but they were just specimens because As a rule, this stone is very dirty and it's very included. It's a type 3 tourmaline after all. And then suddenly when you get the copper content, which is what makes them really rare, that's what also makes them more dirty. And therefore, you would look at 99% of Potaevas and you would go, no thanks, I ain't touching it. Don't want that. That's where we get the spoiled aspect. When we spoil your rotten with quality, that's where we think, wait a minute, aren't they all pristine? Aren't they all clean? Aren't they all bright and powerful and neon? That is not the case. And if you've been watching me for 20 some years selling Potaevas, that is the case with these stones. We're gonna show you a stunning, we're done with the Zircon, that's still here. Let me show you how we're introducing you to this top of the hour. It's our last, so you'll have to just bear with me for another 58 more minutes here today. And I promise you, I will make it worth your while because we have a Potaeva here that is the rare of the colors. And I know we've had a couple in the last week or so, but now it's our last. I have a rubellite stone. Do that a little later. It's smaller. I want to get to the big one, the grandest of them all. It is 112-8512. Clean to the eye. I was looking at this. I've got multiple ways to look at jewelry. I look at everything well before this show gets off and running. And then you see it all under magnified view. It's why you guys are probably going, well, why doesn't she polish it? I mean, I literally clean everything before I get on the air, and it looks perfect. The camera is giving us the bonus of looking at things that you can't see with your naked eye. I've got perfect vision. I'm lucky. I'm just blessed. I a lot of imperfections, but my vision is good. And I got to tell you, I can never see inclusions in person, and then the second you see it on camera, that's the beauty of what our camera lenses do, is by getting you up close, by getting you in tight, you're seeing everything there is to know and love about your gem. You're getting to know your gem before you even wear it for the first time or hold it in your hand, and that's important. This purple Potaeva is colossal. It's a 251. It is as rare as a stone. Hear me out. Put everything you've ever known about gems aside for a minute and just hear this one statement. If you hear anything I ever say for the rest of time, I want you to understand that this is one of the rarest stones you can ever own in your lifetime. This is it. It's a 251 size. It's so clean. It's that purple color that is divine. It is, that's the difference. It's not a regular purple. I know it doesn't look like a grape. It doesn't look like amethyst. It doesn't look like basic purple. It's got that neon vibe going on. It's our huge 251, the largest I have, and it's a carat 18 in diamonds as well. All keeping it classic and a mounting that we have loved for years. That is really important. Well, here's your moment right now. And it's as collectible as it can get. Where's my 251? I brought out a 250. I don't think they kept it out here. I have a 2 carat 50 blue-green Potaeva. It's gorgeous. It's really pretty. It also has a $39,999 price tag. I'm not talking about a start price. I'm talking about the be-all, end-all done price. This is a rarer color than the blue-green. It just is. You know that because we see fewer. If this was more available, we'd see it all the time. We bring it out twice a day, every day. That's not the availability we have of a stone like this. So it's a more rare color. It is still copper bearing. Because it's purple, we can still call it Potaeva. We can use that definition, that reference. And now we are going to do, I gotta be honest guys, it's a quiet Thursday, I get it. Here's the deal. I'm gonna do something wild here that should not be done. This is listed to go out tonight on this show at $12,999. Certainly gonna beat the pricing we have on the blue greens, that we know. I'm going to do better right here and now. All you have to do is call if you ever, please try it. Again, if you're not familiar with the stone going, I'm not really sure what color it is, that's okay. Because every time I see it in a different light, it has a different appearance and color. Sometimes it's a little more like a pinky purple. Sometimes it's really giving the blues, like these, like you know, if you ever have a white t-shirt under a black light and it turns completely like this ultraviolet color, sometimes you see more of that. Sometimes you see more purple, like what we're seeing already flecking through it. This is not going to be $12,999. I have got to invoke the auction. There's no other way to do this. I'm going to get you on the lines if it's the last thing I do, because one thing I know for sure is that if we have a collector out there, heck, you don't have to be a collector. I can turn you into a collector. Simply by picking up the phone and dialing in, you can instantly become a collector by owning a stone of this caliber, and it takes a phone call, and you get to just decide. Get it home and see what you think of it. because I realized that you're not going to say, well, let me look at that and how it compares to all my other ones sitting in my jewelry box in my cabinet or in my closet or in my jewelry room. Whatever it is, this is not the stone that everybody already has that you're looking to upgrade. This is the one that you probably are not going to see available anywhere else. And that's why I feel this responsibility, this huge responsibility to make it affordable. If nobody else has it, aren't those the pieces we should find a way? And here's how we do it. An auction starting at $10,000, but I'm curious if that's going to get you on the lines. It may not. So we'll go down to even lower prices and really watch it go. $10 increments only, please. A carat 18 in diamonds. Let's just think about the mounting for a second. I know it's hard to take our attention away from that purple Potaeva that's glowing neon. Look at that in darkness. How bright it is, how clean it is. You know what? The 118 in diamond mounting, that cost us over $6,800 to make. So there's that. That means if I bring it down to $6,800 to open, you're basically putting a bid in on the mounting and getting a purple Potaeva for free. But I think in today's day and age, it just seems like we're needing to make things even more impactful for value. I'm having to lose money and go backwards to make sure that we can get you excited about a value. And that to me is not something most businesses do. It's not really responsible. But I will tell you this, if you would like to have a purple Potaeva or try it or be given the, it's a privilege, to be honest. I don't think that's too big a word. I don't think that's exaggeration or hyperbole at all. It is a privilege to own stones like this. It is a privilege that most collectors who seek the world, who literally, I know people who are very into gem collecting, so much so that they have the means to actually employ staff members on a payroll to literally do nothing but travel the world. I have been offered that job, but I got to tell you, I've chosen in my life not to travel a lot because, again, I like to be at home base and with family and friends. But I got to say, I have been offered those opportunities, which would be a wonderful opportunity to travel the world and literally buy gemstones on other folks' behalf. There are people employed to do that, and yet they do that. They are professionals in gem. Now, granted, they don't have to seek out a value. They just need to find it. It's like being, you remember Carmen Sandiego? It's like being on a never-ending gemstone hunt, with all the means in the world and private jets at your disposal to do it. But still, those folks who that's their livelihood are really not having access to purple Potaevas. That's how few and far between they are. You've got access by sitting at home and by, again, the grace of TVON saying, let's just go ahead and take the private collection and truly allow anybody and everybody to pick up the phone and own it. And it's not going to be 68 or 6,000 or 5,000 or even 4,500 when we are, remember, $6,800 plus to produce that mounting. And with that stone, as priceless as that is, and I mean that, it is a priceless stone. You would need to find somebody else who has a 251 clean Potaeva in a purple color and then see what they're getting. That's how you would have to determine a comparable price tag. We are not asking for $4,500. We're not asking for $4,000. This is getting silly, and I still have no open, and we only have one other stone that's more of a rubellite, and it is actually a carat and a half size. So I'm starting with the big one. We're bringing out the best, and yet look at how with that big stone, this is a very wearable ring, and it's not going to be $4,000 either. Let's make it easy. Only $3,500 to get this started. 35. And that is half of what the mounting, just the diamonds and the gold, goes for to create it in our own manufacturing facility. So now we've got the 251 purple Potaeva for free. You've got essentially a 50% off discount on the mounting by itself. So it's a great way to get a semi-mount. And we're going $3,500 to open for 60 seconds only. Good luck. 60 seconds. Let's go for it here. We're going for it. 60 seconds. Someone's got the giveaway just sitting here waiting for you. It is waiting. Hey, by the way, it's last hour, so I'm just going to say, Lavanya, if you're out there, I had a little note that you wanted to see something that I had last night again. So, Lavanya, if you're out there, I hesitate to show these until I know you're with us, but if you're out there and you want to see your earrings, let me know so that I can show those to you. I've got them at the ready. They're sitting here in my hand. I'm ready to show them to you. All right, and that's going to be it on the purple Potaeva. What else are we going to show tonight? I do have a green Potaeva. I've got a 16 karat green. Look at this one. That's pretty. That's a wild stone right there. That's an awfully nice stone. That is my 16.5 karat Potaeva. I do have some massive blue zircon earrings. I have our best opal I brought out. I've got our 1197 opal and platinum in the lightning ridge material. Look at this one. This is one I like to put on the index finger because it's big. Look at that. That's my big opal there. We've got a big museum level opal. That's a nearly 12 karat Australian black opal with 339 in diamonds. So we got some good pieces for our museum lovers here. Here's that green Potaeva on the hand, just to look at that one. We'll see if anything catches your eye here. Anything floats your boat, as they like to say. We'll get you a great look at it. That's the Potaeva. That's a 16 karat, 57 Potaeva green. Bright green as can be in the round. Okay, back to our purple. Just want to show you some of my other museum pieces. This is one of them hanging out here. Yeah, here's with this one on the hand. And by the way, you can do yellow gold or rose gold as well, if you'd rather have the yellow or the rose. No problem to do that. Do we have an open at 35? Nada. Okay, we move right along. I will show you the next one, just in case you want a little more of a rubellite color. This is it. 1128569 is the carat. Ooh, that's pretty too. I don't know, it's interesting. It's looking more rubellite away from the lights, and here it's looking a little bit more purple. Carat 61, they tend to do that. They can shift a little bit from purple to the bright reds. Yeah. Is she watching? All right. Well, let's hold that thought on the Cuprian. More rubellite purple. It's kind of got both going on. I'm going to show these really quickly here. Now, Jason, I have a question. Did she see these last night, or did she miss them last night? I'm not sure how in depth I want to go on these. I just want to see if she already saw the full presentation last night, just needs a quick little flash, or maybe she just heard about these through the grapevine. And I was thinking about her when I presented them, because she's the one that picked up the pendant to match. And these are really well sealed up. So I just want to make sure I can get you a great look at them. Hold that thought on that, Cuprian. I want to show these again. This is the match to a pendant that I know she picked up. Take a look at this. Here is the earring. The perfect match. Asher cuts, drops. I have a question too, Jason. Did she already get the pendant? I'm assuming she got it already. She has it. She's seen it in person. Has she worn it yet? Does she love it? Just curious, because I'd never seen a daspor. And yes, these are color changing daspors. I'd never seen one quite like that Asher cut until then, surprise of all surprises, the match in the earrings, 8397, comes out to play as of last night. This is a massive princess cut diamond. Here are your white diamonds up top. Here's your Asher cut stone, which have those same, I do want to point it up to your eye level so you can see all the beauty this brings, because there are downright neon. I don't want to hold it by the diamond, but I want to get you a look at it properly here so you can really see the amazing colors that are coming through. There are downright bright reds, purples, everything it's trying to change color right here in the improper light. It really is. It's 2102 of color change diaspors and ashers. There's 67 points just among your two princess cuts. They're right up top. And then your diamond weight at 17 points in the round brilliance in front of the hoop. That is your quick little lever back closure. And we're going to make this extremely affordable. So excited for you being here. We've got our last 45 minutes. Chime in, let us know if there's anything else you'd like to see before we go. But we're awfully excited these earrings are here. Let me give you a look at them from a distance, just in case you missed them yesterday. Here's that 1.5 inch length. I'm going to show you real quick. Wait till you see them on, though, because they sit perfectly in the ear. They're beautifully done. That's what they look like from a distance. They're 1.5 inches top to bottom. And then let me show you. And they don't have a post, by the way, that attaches to the backing. It's just going to be more of a, it's almost like an omega back, the way the lever back comes up and fits right in. And oh my goodness, these are just, they are so perfect. Look at that. They're already changing. I'm seeing hot pinks, purples. Talk to me. Did she see them already, Jason, or is she thinking about them now?
She's thinking about them now.
Do you know the price? Let's give it, I don't expect you to remember it from yesterday. Let's give you the value. Take another look at them close up. Just want you to see the size and how they sit perfectly. $14,999 is where they were supposed to be. I've got them below 10, and there's over 10 carats in each stone. I'm going below $10,000. They're not 99, they're not 89, and yesterday was just something else. Well, you saw a lot of big discounts, much like today, and now we're going to go ahead and honor this incredible better than $79.99, and now this is just all out too low, $7,499 on 21 carats. That's basically $228 per carat if we charge you nothing for the diamonds, nothing for the gold, nothing for the labor to put them together, and honestly, there's no duplicating those. That is a true, this is a statement that's probably overused in the jewelry business, but it is no exaggeration. That is a once in a lifetime moment right there. That is once in a lifetime. And you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna bring out that blue zircon again for you, because we had it earlier, but it was a long time ago. And I do wanna bring out that rubellite as well. So the Potaeva, the purple, thank you so much. Enjoy those. They really are just irreplaceable. They are truly one of a kind and irreplaceable. Let me show you this. This is the, we started to show it. I'm gonna give you the full complement. And you know, we've got the oval still here if anybody's interested, but you may wanna think about 8569 here, because 8569 is the elongated cushion cut. Oh my. And it is it possible? It could even be cleaner than the last. I think it is. Even a bit cleaner than the last Couperin. This is really between those hot fuchsia pinks and those purples that are so neon, and it's a 1 carat 61. It's a carat 61. It's got the 76 points in the diamonds, and it's all around spectacular. And we're gonna blow it out right now. First call. Remember we tried to get $3,500 to start on the 2 carat we just had? Well, now we're going even less. And this is a chance to pick it up. And we got to go in about 40 minutes here. So please let me know if there are any requests. We'll show you the mint tourmaline. I do want to bring out the blue zircon we had earlier that I had off for auction. We didn't get that one started, so we'll bring that back out. And I want to do something crazy here. This one's not even, you know what, I went so low. You guys know I did. The oval was crazy low, $6,800 mounting. We tried to get $3,500 to open. I don't have that auction audience tonight, so here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go even lower on this one. This is supposed to be not much different, $69.99. I'll take that away. We'll blow this out. Look how pretty this mounting is when you see it on the hand. The diamonds that are angular, so it surrounds. The beautiful angles of that elongated cushion. Isn't that special? And let's blow it out right now. It's what we do. First caller can have it for $29.99. First caller only. And that's another way you're getting that same exotic stone. And now for even less. 20, you know what? Skip it. Let's not do 29. 28, 27, 26. We have 40 minutes left to go. We got to move mountains. We got to make miracles happen. We got to do it all. So here's what I will offer. Not 26, not 25. Blow it out, $2,499. And you see the waves of light. It is like that ripple effect that is all those juicy colors going from top to bottom throughout the stone entirely. And that's $24.99. First caller. Let's give that 30 seconds. Then we're going to bring that zircon back out. And anything else, I'm going to make it an all request 40 minutes, guys. We want to hear from you. You let me know if you want to see something repeated, if you want to see something from back in a vault, if there is anything, any category, any style, any stone that we can show you. This would be the time right now. Tell us what you'd like to see. How can we help you? How can we get you the beautiful piece at a great value? That is what we're doing tonight. If you haven't seen these values, you've missed out, but it can be on your favorite piece as well. Whatever it is you want to see or take a look at, this is the night to make it all about your request. And if that's still here, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I don't know how a piece like this can be here for $2,499 when it is copper-bearing rarest in the world. It is beautiful. So $24.99 on that one. We still have the open at $35 on the oval. If you want to go ahead and see how there's a subtle difference there with the colors, I would say this one has maybe a subtle bit more pinky red. This one may be given a little more purple blue, but again, it's very subtle. Let's bring this one back, the zircon. I just have an incredible ring here. It looks like Potaeva. When I saw it, I thought we were going to be looking at probably about $10,000 Potaeva ring. Instead, it's actually the zircon that gives more of that turquoisey blue-green color. It's a fabulous idea. We still have the Potaevas here, the purples, so you can call me on either of those. And let's just make this an easy deal. 8208 as a little reminder on the discount here. Well, I discounted and we had, You know what I'm going to do here? 0 to start, $100 increments. Let's go. Well, I already had one auction earlier today. I stopped with the auctions. You know what? We've had 2 auctions, actually. One didn't get an open. That was a few minutes ago. We had another one where it received a $400 bid. 400 bucks. This is wide open. Sometimes you just got to sell some jewelry. $100 could very well make that happen right now. $100 is what we're looking for. This has been the most peaceful part of my day. The silence here is just so, it's calming. I've had a very chaotic few weeks, and I'll tell you, the silence here is almost taking me to a Zen place. But that's not the way it's supposed to be. We've got a 0 to start. You name your price, guys. I had a pair of earrings an hour. It was actually my first half hour. I had a pair of earrings. Tim, I have a question for you, and I'm sorry to wake you. Did I or did I not sell something for $400 in an auction to your caller earlier? I did. Do you want to come up here and tell the people, tell the good people? I literally sold a piece of jewelry at TVON 2 hours ago for 400 bucks. And it may happen again, or it may be less. I don't know. But we're going to sell something. How much? 100 bucks. There we go. We're selling it. That much we know. We have $100, Tony. We have $100. It's true. It's true. I won't have a voice tomorrow, but here we are. I will give all my, if you can't feel my passion, I don't know what to tell you. These values are unlike, I've been doing this my whole adult life. I've never seen deals like this. We got how much? 300 bucks. 300 bucks. Tim gave us a little boost there. We got $300, $400 now. $400. I'm selling it for whatever the top bid is. We have 4 already. Behind you. We're looking for 5 now. We've got 400, we're looking for 5. It's, if you haven't seen this ring, here's what it looks like on the hand. I'm gonna see if I can squeeze this teeny size on my finger for you. It's probably gonna be bigger when you get it. We're gonna have to add gold to that. $600 is now the bid. Thank you, 600 we have. Many power bids coming in. Well, you know it's a $29.99 ring. So wherever it goes, no reserve. We're at $600. We're losing a couple bidders, but we still have a few on hold. So if you're on hold, we'll have an operator with you shortly. But we're at 600, and that's, it's a whiter ring, a lot of gold going on. Diamond weighted 38 points. The most perfect 7, thank you. We have the most perfect color blue zircon I think you could ask for because it's less blue, more turquoisey blue, which I think is really important because it actually looks like neon Potaeva, doesn't it? And we're at $700 now. And we have 2 bidders going back and forth. We just got 8. Thank you so much. We do have $800. And Tim, I know you've got a caller over there. They've been participating for a moment. We've got our $800 bidder. Thank you so much. Karen's at $800. I love that. Thank you, Karen. Oh, no, we're not done. Oh, we're not done yet. And I still have a couple folks trying to get in. We will not end an auction until we do get everybody in and the phone lines answered. No, we're stuck at 8. Okay, so we have $800, and this is a fine jewelry piece. Welcome to TVON, home of not lab grown. Everybody else, lab grown. No, not here. Exotics, natural stones, diamonds, gold, not vermeil, not platings. This is it through and through. We have $800. We're giving it 2 minutes. We are down to 1 bidder. So that's going to be it. It's our last call. These giveaways really do happen. This is not reality in any way, shape, or form when it comes to jewelry pricing unless you're shopping here with us. And that's the beauty. Every day is different. These are live shows. I don't come up here with a real plan except to sell jewelry cheap. But then you guys surprise me on nights like tonight. And I go, well, okay, I got to deal with something here that's unprecedented. So we refuse because, again, you still got to pay for the airtime. So we still have to, I can't just play show and tell. We got to sell some jewelry. And when it comes down to it, if I can't get $3,000, we're going to make sure it goes to somebody somewhere at some price. We just got $900, by the way. Just heard $900. Thank you very much. We have $900 and our final call coming up. In 2 minutes, it sells. Good luck. Thank you so much for being with us. I'll tell you, you don't want to miss a show because, you know, set aside a few hours to be with us Wednesday through Sunday. You're going to see things. You're going to witness things you've never seen before. You're going to get opportunities on jewelry you've never seen before, even here. And this is why it's do not miss. because the values here are really, really, really good. And I have no business selling a ring like that for 900 bucks, but it will. Unless we have anybody else coming in the last 95 seconds remaining, that's when you need to make the phone call here and we'll help you out. We've still got that mint tourmaline to show you. I'm going to need a request because we've shown you the jewelry today. I do actually have blue zircon pear-shaped earrings. Actually, they're not pear-shapes, they're ovals, but they're drops and they're incredible, but they're also over $20,000. So we do have zircon earrings. But let me show you real quick. If you want the zircon earrings, they're a separate purchase, but I do want to show you that is here as well. So we do have a blue zircon earring, but they're about 20 grand. So they're here too. Let me know if you'd like to see them. We have the huge Potaeva. I should probably show you that. It's our 16.5 carater. We've got 1 minute left on the clock. It is $900 as our lead bid here. $900 only. 900. Last chance, last call. 1 minute remaining. Anybody else, you need to be in before the clock hits 00. And then we'll be able to help you out and put in that bid, whether it's $1,500 or $2,000 or, oh, you know what? The next minimum bid's $1,000. I don't know what it is about these triple digits, but seems like getting over that hump is always a tall, tall task. So here we are. Last chance, last call. $900. We got our last chance, 30 seconds remaining. And it looks like it may be going out at $900. Still have those two purple Potaevas. Still have that beautiful sapphire. I'm going to recap that 4-carat sapphire. Our Tanzanite earrings. There are some must-haves that really are a little shocking they've even lasted this long to the show, so we're going to show those again. I do have that white diamond, that medallion necklace, the Counzite pendant, the turquoise. Oh, I love the turquoise. The turquoise is the oval. It's amazing. And, oh, hoop earrings. If you have any requests, we've only had one request throughout the entire show, and that's pretty unusual. So chime in. Let us know what you'd like to see before we go. Yes, one more time on the hand here as well. And yes, you can do the yellow gold or the rose gold instead. If you're not digging the white gold, I don't care. I will not charge you any extra for a gold color change. I will not. I cannot, as much as we should. It's not our policy to charge you more. We want you to have exactly what you need. Do we have $1,000, yes or no? Sold. Congratulations. Bye-bye. Can I show you the turquoise again? Here's the turquoise. Had this earlier, way too early. It's my curb link turquoise. Let me polish that up. It's retracting all the little fuzzies in the studio. Here we go. Turquoise, Sleeping Beauty. It's 1128-481. And yes, we will. We will be getting to that beautiful minty Brazilian tourmaline. Could very well be copper bearing. Who knows? But it's exciting nonetheless. And now we're talking about one gorgeous, one-of-a-kind yellow gold only. It's our oval turquoise, very large size here. And now we get to blow it out. $491 on the turquoise. 8 points in diamonds. They're on the sides. And after those diamonds, you've got your curb link chain. That chain is not, and when I say chain, it's not like the necklace chain you wear. It's all stationary. It's all going to stay fixed within that ring. Just a beautiful element to have. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And that is going to be one of our largest turquoise here, actually, and still Sleeping Beauty mine, one of the hot, hot stones right now. Really elevating in price tag. We're going to make that $1,299. $1,299. Get you a $6,000 ring in the solid yellow gold, and it's only $1,299 here tonight. We have now hit that 30-minute mark. We've got 30 minutes left in the show. The question is, what would you like to see again? If there's anything you're still considering from the show, thinking about, what would you like to see one more time? Is there anything we can bring out from the vault? Any category stone, anything. You name it, we can bring it out. This is the turquoise to own, $1,299. Let me see if I've got something to give away here, because we have been doing that and really just going a little crazy here with giveaways. I do have a daspor. Yes, I do. It's a large daspor. I've got a gorgeous South Sea pearl. I have a designer, couple of necklaces that are really high-end designer. We do have some really, oh, these earrings. They're like peacock feathers in the rainbow. I mean, really? This is just stunning. Look at this earring. Can I flash these real quick? Just see if there's anybody looking for those earrings. Look at that. It is. It's like, and thank you on the turquoise, by the way. These earrings are too divine. Let me show them to you. It's item number 112. 1,000 is the item number, and that turquoise just sold to Tim's caller, so thank you. And look at this left and right design. Oh my goodness. blue sapphires, multiple colors of sapphires. Look at those. And that's going to flare out from the facial features. So it's really got that amazing look. I mean, they do look like rainbow meets peacock feather. It's 1,000. It's that's the number. It's 18 karat yellow gold. Those are gorgeous, aren't they? Blue sapphires leading out to diamonds, leading out to a whole beautiful array of colors. In your sapphires, it's going to be a 388 total sapphire weight, 1 carat 01 in diamond weight. Oh my goodness, let's look at them up close. Yes. Oh, did he miss it or did he see it and just need a recap? You got it. So I just need to know if he missed it entirely, how much detail we should put into that. Let me set them this way here. And Peter, we will show that again for you. Take a look at this. Wow, there are baguettes. That's not even mentioned here. Baguettes and rounds making up that carat 01 diamond weight. Well, isn't that extraordinary? And what I'm going to do right now is make these the discount. I mean, why not? Go with everything. Like, you want that conversation piece in an earring? That's definitely it. No doubt about it. Here we go right now. Look at that from the greens. This is a blue green, like a padparacha orangey here, into reds. Those are really rubies. Then the hot pinks into the blue. There's the deeper royal blue here as well, kind of at the nucleus of that feather design. And I'm going to borrow one here so I can try it on. Give you the length here, top to bottom, 1.25 inches, top to bottom. That's what they look like. And this is an omega back. So of course you'll see how they sit beautifully on the ear as well. And this omega backing is stunning. This is the tall length here. So you've got an 1.25 inches top to bottom, but I'm going to try one on. And then we're going to do something crazy here. Like taking the $79.99 earrings. Listen, they're never going to go at $8,000. That's just not our style. That's like, you know, again, amazing for designer retail when they have a great sale event, but it's not what we do. You expect bigger, better values. That's what we're bringing. And seriously, look at this earring. Look at that. I just want to, I mean, what in the world? You want to talk about a statement piece, a looker? That's it right there. We're going to do them for $1,999. That's it. $19.99. That's all. And a quick value there if you'd like those earrings to be in your collection. You see how they perfectly flare out from the sides. Let's get back to that Imperial topaz as well, because I want to show that by request again. And also, Tim, who got that turquoise? Lisa, enjoy it. It was my favorite ring of the day here. I just adore that one. I think you will too. So thanks so much, Lisa, for shopping. Let me get that Imperial topaz for another look. That'll be 112-1652 coming out to play yet again. That's the $19.99 earring, 18 karat gold, over a carat in diamonds, and almost 4 carats in the sapphires. So incredibly important. And let's do this. We've got the Gents Imperial. Now this is going to be a little bit, I will say this is going to be a little risky, Peter, because we've got a lot more people watching right now at a 7:34 in the evening than we did a couple of hours ago. So just a reminder, this was already up here. We've already got a couple of people talking about it and thinking about it, because this is one of those gents rings that's about as rare as I can bring you. And it's rare Imperial. That's where it starts. But then it's also about the diamond weight and the big gold weight that you're getting here. It's really a well-done ring in white gold, stays there, 210. And remember, there's a few people talking about it, but also people that are seeing it for the first time that were with us 2 hours ago that are now seeing it, that are going to consider this amazing value. So highly recommend dialing in on the early side. This one's going to be just extraordinary in every way. You've got those real pinky golden tones to it, of course, because it wouldn't be Imperial of highest degree if it didn't have a little pink to go with it as well. The basic yellows are not what you're looking for if you're going to that extra level of rarity. This is what you're looking for. This is the 210. It's got the diamonds down the sides here, 3 rows of pave diamonds, and it does have what we call a concave style. That's because of the way it's done through the profile. So you see here, it dips down through the center. There's still a lot of depth in the gold. As it dips down to the center, it's going to allow for that stone. So here's just a quick profile view of it. You can see there how it dips down to allow for that stone so it doesn't sit up too high. That would be a more feminine trait to get into jewelry, especially in rings. So this one kind of sits right more or less flush with the top of the ring. Then you've got 91 points in diamonds, white gold only on this one. And it's going to be, well, we took it down. It was a $10,000 ring. $99.99. It has had discount after discount. I gave it another discount just today live on the air, very impromptu, just because it was a request. I want to do everything as we go back up close, everything in my power to make sure that the piece you love is the piece that you love in the price tag as much as you do the quality and rarity in diamonds and gold. And it's not going to be $49.99. There's your finishing through the inside. There's where you can also see a little more of the golden hue coming through, mixed in with those pink colors as well. And it will not be $49. It will not be $39. This is pretty low for any gents ring when you start stacking that amount of gold to it, but it's actually only going to be $2,999. That's it. So it is now, again, one that I always encourage you, you know, there are pieces here that it's very tough unless you have a whole bunch of Imperials already at home. It's very tough to understand their beauty by looking at them on camera. As much as our camera lenses can show you close-ups, get you the looks of, you can really evaluate the clarity well, you can see the diamonds well, you see every last detail with the prongage and the setting and the gold, you see that undergallery. As detailed as those close-ups are, there's something about the overall beauty of the jewelry that is not really fully explained by seeing it here on a monitor. Whether it's a TV, a computer, a phone, a tablet, however you're watching us. You can't fully appreciate the beauty of these stones without seeing it in person. So just as a reminder here, you've got a money-back guarantee. We are glad to send it to your home for free, meaning we take care of the shipping. You're not even out the shipping charge, right? Because you get it at home to see what it's about. Really evaluate it then. Feel it, touch it, wear it, experience it. These are experiences in jewelry. This is not a, oh, let's see, I kind of like it. Come on over and take a look at it. It's $29.99. And if you're at all, I always say this, if you're on the fence, if it's a final sale event and you're on the fence, don't buy it. I'll say that. But when you've got your full money back guarantee, when you've got these values that are like, again, final sale event pricing, because I'm discounting everything for you, I have to, but you have no final sale, that's when you should feel at your best. To literally try it, get it at home, see what it's all about. I don't want you to have to return it. I just don't think you will. I don't think you can. I just want you to have that vote of confidence when you shop. That ability to know that the thing I hear most over and over and over, and this is gone, is that it's even better than it was on camera. And I agree, because I get to see the pieces in person as well. So that is sold. Thank you so much. Here comes our daspor. I did want to show you this one because this is lovely. And, you know, for everything that we probably missed out when, you know, you missed out on those big earrings that we had, right? And you saw the amazing purples and pinks and the kiwi greens. Well, it's all here in a very affordable stone. 112-5736. This may be the best looking daspor I've had in a ring, because we've had some beauties, but they've been in pendants and earrings. Now look, a 272 is here, a 13-point diamond weight. Kind of feels like a band, but with some open work to it. Are you ready for the blowout? It's an awfully big stone. They should be more like $3,500 a carat, making that stone over $10,000. And instead, it's under $10,000, and it's built in gold with diamonds around it. Let me try it on for you. This is not going to be long for this world. It stays in the yellow gold. The only thing I need to know is your ring size. That's it. The stone, the diamonds, the yellow gold stays as is. The ring size is what I want to hear from you. Look at just in that angle alone. I have got purples, pinks, bright, almost like peridot Potaeva greens, and then overall washes of golden and neutral champagnes all together in one phenomenal gem. Here it is on the hand, and it's not 99, 89, 79, 69, 59.99, 49.99. We are basically, if I get this down to a 1 carat price tag, you buy it. Well, that would be about $3,500 plus gold, plus diamonds. This is the only one we have. This one is the one you receive. This is what you get. And it is not 39. It's not 29. It's not 19.99. We have one. Come on in. This is a beautiful example of what daspor in its best varieties, like what you saw with the Asher cut earrings that already sold. This quality brought into an oval in this great affordable price tag in a heavy gold mounting, and it's only going to be $999. Let's watch that one fly. And then we got to bring back those Tanzanite earrings, because I know we've got a lot of late arrivals tonight. So let's show you the Tanzanite earrings again. I can recap the 4 carat 08 cornflower blue heart-shaped sapphire. Yes, there was a 408 heart-shaped cornflower blue sapphire in this show. Also have the mint green tourmaline pendant. Got to show that. But here come the Tanzanite earrings as a recap. This cannot stay here at $9.99. What a value, what a value. That is the way to get your 100% color changing daspor out of one source on the planet. It is the way to go. That is so stunning, is it not? It's giving all the same beautiful colors those earrings did in Asher's. And it's $9.99. Okay, so this was also, I get it, sometimes I get a little overly excited, and I know better on weeknights when we start this early. We used to start our show at 7 o'clock, and years and years and years and years. I sometimes get really excited and know that I should wait and hold back on some of these really tremendous items till everybody's with us. I got excited, I brought them out early, it was my fault. I'm bringing them back though because that's why they're here. I showed them too early. This is still maybe the most substantial value we've had in a Tanzanite earring, and we get a lot of requests for Tanzanite earrings. We need more of them. The problem is, I can tell you right now, as a heads up, I'm not going to have any more Tanzanite earrings because simply we're out of the stones. We're out. The museum reserves are built, done. What we have is what we have, and can you believe it? I keep polishing this stone, and believe it or not, 2 gorgeous, identical cushion cut squares, and we got to zoom back. This is $692 of some of the most incredible stones you will see in earrings. Museum reserves each, of course, look at them, they're identical, they're matched, they're perfected. And then we have this diamond mounting around it. It's a halo, but it's got not just big round brilliance, but huge baguettes. 138 is not a diamond weight we see very often in an earring. Here's your second look at them. So some of you may have been lucky enough to see them earlier, therefore you're already thinking about them. Then we've got all the new people that are just laying their eyes on them for the very first time tonight. That is why I feel very confident they're not going to stick around. And that daspor is still here? Yes, it is at $9.99. Here we go. 18 karat gold, by the way. Huge upgrade in the gold for you. They are surrounded in diamonds, but we don't do anything that's going to take it beyond wearability. You've got your centered post there. You can angle them. You can wear them with the baguettes on the east and west, the north and south, or angle them at a bit of a diagonal point if you want to. Let me show you one on. Gosh, these are amazing. And the fact they're under $20,000, even more amazing. This is what they look like from a distance away. Yes, please. Grab them and try them. Get them at home and see what they're all about. They're not going to be $19,000. They're not even $10,000. They're not $99.99. They're stunning, is what they are. There's a lot of things they're not as far as the price tag, but what they are stunning. And they are not going to be half of that price. $4,999. They're not. Let's go back to the wheel. Let's get them a home. We've already got 2 people talking about them again. They were up here earlier. They are not going to last. You have got to call and get them at home. See what they're all about. Try them out. But they're not even $49, and we're not going anywhere till they go. We got 15 minutes left in the whole show. We're back tomorrow night to do it again. 5 to 8 Pacific. Please don't miss it. And we're going to make these better than even $4,000. They're $39.99. I still can't believe that price tag on that earring stud, the bigger button style, the incredible look, 39. I mean, really, the jewelry giveaways just have not stopped all night long. And I can follow this with one ring. I've got one Tanzanite ring. It's a 4-carat individual stone. These are about 3.5 carats each. I got a 4-carater. My 4-carat's supposed to be more money. We'll bring it out. We'll show you. I got a special Tanzanite coming up in a wide band of gold coming up. They're sold. Congratulations. So it tells me we just have some audience in our last half hour. Those are gone. Thank you. Here's the ring that you have not seen. Here is the Blue Wing Block D, 112-8467. The earrings are gone, by the way. They're sold. They're done. They're gone. This is the Tanzanite in the ring that I have for you. Look at that. If anybody would like it, I'll blow it out. It's got these little quatrefoil details, kind of a honeycomb style band. Let's show it on the hand. It's 8467, it's a 405. Wider band, that's not something we've seen a lot of. Now, oh, I hope somebody gets the daspor, Jason. It's an incredible value. I think Jason's verifying on the daspor. But here goes nothing, as they say. 28 points is the diamond weight. So bigger stone, lighter diamond weight, lots of gold. And one caller takes it, white gold, yellow gold, rose gold. Let's do a blowout. Exquisite blowout. Here we go. First caller takes it. It's not $79.99. This is something pretty unique. We've seen a number of big ovals and great stones, but not usually in a wider band like this. So if you like a cigar band style, you want something a little bolder, it's back up close, and we'll bring it back in for you here. Red flashes galore. Let's make it $2,999 first caller. And we'll zoom on back. Is that daspor still here? Oh, really? Were they thinking about it? Who was it? Joseph? I got to just talk to Joseph. Was he kind of thinking about the daspor ring? And what'd you say to talk him out of it? Well, I mean, if he called in and says, I really like the daspor, and then he doesn't get it, was he having any concerns or anything? Or was it? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's definitely not a gents ring. Yeah. Joseph, definitely not a gents ring. Yeah, okay, he's excused. Yeah, not a gents ring. And I'm not going to sit up here and tell you it is. Try and make a sale. I would not do that. It's not a gents ring. Yeah, it's a ladies ring. If you like the Tanzanite, let's go lower. $2,500. $24.99. $23.99. I'll just keep on going. The earrings are gone. The Sapphire's next. We're going to show that 4-carat 08 heart shape again. The daspor, yeah, it's still here if you'd like it too. Ladies ring for sure. I'll make this one better. We'll make it $22.99. First caller on that one. Before we go, we've got about 12 minutes now, ticking down. We still have the huge Potaeva. It's the 15, or rather the 1657. I do have a mint tourmaline that's new. It's our minty green, beautiful Brazilian stone. That's coming up as well. That's what that looks like. It's had a matching ring yesterday. There's the matching pendant for you, so we'll show that to you before we go. We've got still the daspor, so yeah, this is definitely a ladies ring. I would say just the way it sits up, the profile, all of that. So definitely a ladies ring there, but in the yellow gold with some cutout details, got a knife edge point to the center there. So that's still here. It was verifying, but again, definitely a ladies piece. That's our close-up on the Tanzy. And I'm going to get you ready. We've got this beautiful blue-green, mint green. Yep, let's show that. That's something I've been kind of teasing here. Glad we get to show it here with our last few minutes left. And if there are any questions you have on anything from the show, this is the time to make them yours, because we are off the air in about 10 minutes and the pieces do get melted down. So you don't always have a chance to pick them up later and later and later and later unless you reserve it. So here we go. This is the blue green. 112-7897 is the number. It's all 18K. That's pretty rare to see a pendant in 18 karat gold, but we have done that for you. 18 karat white's how it stays. It's got the 314 square cushion in the center. 82 points in the diamonds, and what a nice mix of the baguettes and the rounds together here. And we're going to get you a great value. First caller, and remember, it is that upgrade to 18 karat. You got a lot of diamond weight at 82. They're all bigger, more substantial diamonds. There are only, think about 6 baguettes there, 2 in the bail, 2 on either side that'll sit top to bottom on the stone, and then all filled in with the round brilliant stones as well. Just one. It's out of Brazil. It's a new find where we're not sure yet, because there haven't been enough of the stones to put out there in the world to test. Yes? I'm sorry, the pear-shaped what? Oh, yes. The one that was more one-sided diamonds or diamonds all around? You got it, the highway style. Item number is 1128148. I'm just going to try this on. It's a quick request from a Potaeva quartz. That means Brazilian Paraíban quartz. This is the ring. That's the one, right? This was part of a wheel. We had a trio of Brazilian tourmaline in quartz that were all 1777. And here is 1128148. This was the 321 pear shape. And it also has the diamond weight at 67 points. Yes. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. And this one is, let me also put it the other way, just real quick. Let me flip it around. If you like to wear the point facing away, that's what it would look like. It's a bit of a, feels like a circular style highway, because you have a lot of loops and up and around, and some diamonds go up and over and others go under, and then it kind of comes around and wraps around the side of the pear shape. That is gone. Thank you so much. 1777. And that was our 321 with 67 points. And the Tanzanite just sold as well. That would be the Tanzanite ring. The Potaeva you just saw in quartz just sold. We do have the daspor here for $9.99. And I am going to recap the 408 heart shape for you. But this is 18 karat gold, gorgeous pendant. Let me show it from a distance away. All these one of a kinds on their way out. So make sure you are letting us know what you need to get before it's gone to somebody else, because this is the time of night when clearly everything is moving. And look at that. That is one spectacular tourmaline. It's an 18 karat solid gold. Let me show it from a distance, and also a reminder that it's also finished really well in the back. So I will show you that when it's back up close, but I did want to give you a length. This is, if you were lucky enough, and I don't remember, you'll have to forgive me, I don't remember everybody who picks up everything every night, but I know that we had the ring to match that sold yesterday. This is just under an inch at 7/8 of an inch. I'll take a look at it here on the neckline for you as well, so you can see that size and what that does here from a distance away, and the sparkle, the clarity. One day it very well may be determined that there is a copper content to this stone. It's just not determined at this point in time. It is, after all, out of Brazil, and it's a very, very new find. Here's that backing I was telling you about there. So there's that finishing, and also a great look at the clarity. Of course, stamped twice. 18K is the same as 750. 750 indicates 18 karat gold. Same thing there. That indicates and denotes 75% pure. So that one's going to be, well, $79.99. We got to change that. We're in the last 7.5 minutes of the show, and we're back tomorrow night to do it again. So please join us from 5 to 8 Pacific time. I almost said 7 to 10. I'm reliving the the olden days. Oh, I wish. But 5 to 8, 5 to 8, and that's all Pacific time. Of course, that is 7 to 10 for our central time zone, and of course 8 to 11 for the East Coast. Okay, so that's tomorrow, and then of course we switch to our daytime shows, morning shows on the weekend. As a matter of fact, here we go. First caller, $3,699 on the mint tourmaline out of Brazil. And then I think we need to recap the 408. It's just too good to leave here. We have a 408 Ceylon cornflower blue heart-shaped sapphire that is divine. And wouldn't you know it, two of my pieces of the evening are actually the two Potaevas that were purple and rubellite. So they're here. And also a reminder from earlier, this is the $9.99 pink sapphire necklace I had earlier. It's beautiful. If you like the more vintage pieces or vintage feel, kind of a little antique estate look, this is a really pretty pink sapphire. What about that? So there's our pink sapphire piece. That started the show many hours ago. 3530 is the item number there. So one pendant gives way to another. That pink sapphire in that designer piece is only $9.99, and it comes with an 18 karat. That's 18 karat gold and 18-inch adjustable chain. So want to remind you of a 3530 there. 3530, that perfect pink in the 48-point center oval. That is our sapphire. And then you've got the diamonds around it, side to side. And of course, it's going to generally sit north to south on the neckline. The chain is included. It's a $3,400 piece. We've got it down to $9.99. Huge value tonight. So really wanted to give our pink lovers some opportunities as well. And then I will recap the 4 karat 8 blue sapphire. If there's anything else you'd like to see, pick up that phone, dial in, because this is the time to do it and make whatever you would like. We've had 3 hours of incredible jewelry. The only thing more incredible than the jewelry has been the price tags and the values. So pick up what you love. Always busy at the end of the night. Tonight's no exception. Let me show this again from further away. And remember, please join us from the start. It's Friday night tomorrow. We get to kick off the weekend together, and we get to celebrate great jewelry all weekend long together as well. But that's what it looks like from a distance. You will see a subtle bit of open negative space throughout the pendant. It does bow out a little bit. It's not perfectly rectangular. It bows out a little bit on the sides, and it's got that very sleek. That's a lot of gold in that box link chain that you see there, which is also in the 18 karat gold. So that is $9.99, adjustable chain included. Big value there. One more time up close on that pink sapphire. And then we've got a last look at our 408 coming up. Yes. That's exactly what's coming up next. I could not leave tonight without showing one more time. And again, you hear it, a lot of people are asking about and talking about it right now. Here goes the blue sapphire heart shape. Here it is. It's undeniably our best sapphire here, by far and bar none. I mean, really, it is. It's 112-4742, and it will go tonight. Of course, I begged them not to melt it down. This was supposed to be melted down weeks ago. I said, please do not. I mean, there was literally bribery, begging, pleading involved, and I said, I will sell it. And it's too good to stay here because look at the design. First of all, it's 18 karat solid gold. It is a huge ring. It's a 408. It's probably the only reason it's here is because it's quite large. It's a 408 heart-shaped cornflower blue at the centerpiece. It's got big diamonds around it. You see pear shapes, marquise cuts, and rounds. And then pave, total of 158 in diamonds. Solid, I mean, everything's top level here. Everything. The gold, the sapphire, the diamonds, the individual sizes of the diamonds, everything is top level. But here's what it looks like on, and that's such an important viewpoint because, well, you're about to see. It is a beautiful ring. It's artfully designed. It's very heavy. It's very statuesque. It does have a little bit of side to side where it's going to cover a little bit of the side fingers, but does not get in the way, does not interfere. It's not hard to wear. You see it just like that. What do you think? Stunning. Capital S. We're going to blow it out right now with the heart-shaped center in that true cornflower blue. That is a very important distinction to make in a sapphire, and it's the highest level out there. And the ring has been discounted so many times. Started out close to 30, well, actually, it was almost $40,000. We are blowing it out tonight for $99.99. Just let me know your ring size. Stays in the 18 karat white gold. We've had a lot of you saying, just bring it out one more time. I need a couple moments to think about it. What do? You get it home. You get it home. Here's my guarantee. You know we have a money-back guarantee. I'm going to give you my own personal guarantee. Even if you have the most incredible jewelry collection, if you belong to royalty, if you have been collecting through the years, if you've been known to spend tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands on great jewelry out in the designer world, this ring will wow you. That is my guarantee. This ring will wow. It has it can't not wow you because it's just, forget about the value for a minute. If it's $40,000, it's a value. If it's $30,000, $20,000, $15,000, it's a value. You don't find 4 karat cornflower blues. Clean, perfectly heart shape, big diamonds around it. Trust me, you need to try it. And I don't think you're ever going to want to be without this ring. It will be, even if you've got an incredible collection, it will be the prize of your collection. I promise you that. You've got to try it out. You will love this ring. It's something to try. Let's experience it in person. Let me send it to you. Try it out for $99.99. Don't forget, we're back tomorrow night, same time, same place, 5 to 8 Pacific time, 8 to 11 Eastern time. We got our big club TVON party. It is going to be an incredible weekend kickoff. Can't wait to see you then. But take a look at this. This is a very important ring. It's got to go right now. And we have a minute left in the broadcast to see it, to think about it, and to try it because it's going to go. That much we know. So do not miss your opportunity. A $37,000 TVON ring, and now it's under 10, and it's $99.99, and you will love it. You will absolutely adore it, and it's going to be the looker. I mean, it might put all your other pieces to shame. I will give that warning. It really could. It is that high level. It's the artistry of it. It's the whimsical nature of the design, this beautiful, almost like ribbon meets floral, the bigger diamonds through the center, and you just can't deny. Honestly, it'd be worth it even if you just wanted it for the stone. If you just wanted to get it for that stone, simply that stone alone in that perfect 408, that would be worth getting it. So we'll be here for a couple minutes after we go off the air. Feel free to give us a call at that phone number and we will answer your phone call here. And thank you once again for watching and shopping tonight. Appreciate you one and all. We will see you tomorrow from 5 to 8 Pacific time. I can't wait to see you then. And for now, from all of us here at TVON, we wish you a great rest of your evening here and looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'm Lauren Blair. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow at 5.